And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Last time was quite an adventure. Quite a downpour of laughter, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Downpour in all the wrong ways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. Going to the fire temple and bringing the Song of Storms and bringing the rainfall into a volcano. And hello, everybody. Hello, Kira. Hello, Allison. Hello, Celtics. Hello. Wow, I love how Moogle went live as soon as he went live. I guess Moogle's streaming tonight, isn't he?
Oh, he's
I guess so.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, he's doing Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Okay, that's cool.
It just showed up on
Oh
me.
crap, what? How's my hosting is then?
Well.
Because that's probably confusing. Okay, good, I'm hosting this channel.
I hope he does. I actually wanted to play that game for a long time. But tonight, we're going to be going, hopefully, to the water temple tonight. I'm hoping. Yeah, I know, this is probably what everybody was waiting for. More than anything. Because I know the water temple is very, very infamous. But first we have to go through the ice cavern. I think we ended last stream here.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, this is your mini dungeon you're supposed to do before water. Because after this, then it unlocks everything you need to get into the dungeon.
What is this?
Also, you're going to be grateful you have 4 bottles now, because the dungeon uses bottles all the time. As for that stuff,
Oh,
that's
wow.
ice. Red ice.
Red
There's only one
ice.
thing to unfreeze that, and you'll see it later in this dungeon.
Okay. Watch out for the stalactites. I've said it, I don't know how many times, about the difference between stalagmites and stalactites. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Hello,
the ones in front of you are stalactites. The ones on the ceiling
No, vice
they're
versa,
confusing.
vice versa, Lester. Stalactites
Yeah,
are the ones that they go on the ceiling. Stalagmites
I
are the
immediately knew
ones
what I was
on the floor.
saying as soon as it came out of my mouth. I was like, wait a minute, I'm already wrong.
Already wrong.
Didn't take
about
long.
this, man. Okay, what was Nami
That's
saying
how
about
confusing they are.
A freezer. Watch out for its freezing breath. Destroy completely before it revives. Can I use a Megaton hammer on this guy? Oh gosh.
I think Megaton will also work. Megaton's basically just another sword. Think of it that way in terms of damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Kiera, we were actually talking about that as we were gonna go get dinner tonight before we started streaming. We said you're gonna play Sun Song in this temple.
Yeah, I was already saying, like, I wonder what craziness I'll do in this dungeon, in the water temple.
Man, it's a good thing you don't have Song of Healing in this game, so you probably try to play that in the Shadow Temple.
Ew.
Guess
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Came from. Watch out for the freaking thing, Mom.
Yeah, keep on looking around the room. As you can tell, there's a couple of enemies here, so you can kind of figure out what you need to do to unlock the door.
Ow. Ah! He escaped me, and I'm gonna get hit a couple times. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's spawning right there. There we go, killed him. Ow! I'm gonna get hit by this freaking blade. Okay. Alright, let's just jump right in here to the... Let's blue skidoo right into this room here. I'm gonna comment chat here. It says, we're gonna make it rain in the water temple. At least it makes sense to make it rain in the water temple. Yeah, he's gonna create fire there. Nah, he's gonna praise the sun. Time to play the sun song.
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah, I'll play Den's
Yeah.
fire. I'll activate Den's fire.
Don't you
There
dare.
you go.
I mean, that will help you in the dungeon, so that's not a joke. You just use it to make it easier. To light torches.
Oh yeah, that's right about the Shantae 5 got announced yesterday.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere.
Did WayForward announced, because Apple had a keynote yesterday, and they announced that they're making a game exclusive for the Apple Arcade service that they're doing. But then Shantae was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're making Shantae 5 available for pretty much everything. Like, what? That just happened?
Yeah, that did just kind of happen. What are these silver rupees here?
You gotta collect them all. There are a lot of other Zelda games that have done this too. You collect them all, then something happens. I know for a fact you played a game that had this puzzle. I can't think of the one off the top of my head that
Is
did
it
this.
Majora's Mask? Majora's Mask have this?
Majora, I think, may have a section like this. It's not nearly as often.
So I heard Article 13 passed today. RIP. I heard about
Yeah,
that
that's gonna complicate a bunch of stuff. It's not in effect yet. Won't be for like another year or two. But just like people in the States, now they gotta fight that and get it repealed. Which, knowing how government works, is gonna be really difficult.
too. Man, with all the stupid stuff that's going on. I can't even hit that thing, can I? Anyways.
No, it's just there, so I wouldn't bother trying to attack it. You can't destroy it.
Alright, let's go on deeper into this cavern. I'm guessing this is not a very long dungeon.
No, in fact, like there's only 3 treasure chests here, and oddly enough, 1 piece of heart. It's the only dungeon in this game to have a piece of heart.
Okay.
In fact, there's only 1 door here technically you're gonna enter.
Celtics, Article 13 was a bill that was proposed in Europe that makes it really hard. I am not the person to ask this question, but maybe someone can better explain it.
Yeah, it's basically one of those things where government can kind of control what's being put on the internet. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
So Europe can control what things they want people to access and what they're not allowed to. And it's why people are scared of how that's going to work. It's a big thing for Europe, but it's not a big deal for us over here. But it still will affect people in other countries.
Yeah.
Because then that means a lot less content creators, for example. You won't see any European content creators if this helps. Like, if this hinders them, it won't help them at all.
So people like
Allison said, it's a big thing of censorship.
people like Caddy
Yeah.
would be affected by that. Yeah. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Can I put it in a bottle?
Yeah, conveniently, you have 4 of those. Get as much blue fire as you can. Leave this dungeon with 2. Here's why. Blue fire in this game is expensive. It's like 200 rupees to buy. And this is a free source of blue fire.
Put fire in a bottle.
I mean, that makes sense. Said no one.
So just fill up all my bottles with blue fire?
Yeah, because you're going to be using a lot of blue fire in here. And again, you want to leave this dungeon with 2 of these. Because you already know what the red ice looks like. And King Zora is frozen in red ice.
Oh,
So that's one thing you need blue fire for.
Okay.
If you want to get access to the Zora domain shop, it's also blocked off with an red ice wall. Again, this will melt it.
Okay. It says, yeah, it's along the EU that passed to improve copyright online law, so it's really going to be strict on content creators. Yeah, we should watch out over here, and we'll have a ripple effect. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, really.
Got a freeze effect. Oh gosh.
Yeah, get
like
used to
my
being
pun.
frozen in this dungeon.
I'm sorry you didn't like the cool pun. Alright, there is a red ice right
Hey, at least
there.
you're not playing like a multi-world with ice traps and max. You would just be walking 2 steps and someone sends you a trap and you're frozen. That's hilarious to watch.
So just put it out right here.
Yeah, you gotta be right up against it and then you just let it go.
Let it go.
Don't you dare.
Let it go.
Fun fact, you know, the Japanese voice actor of Olaf is accused of using illegal drugs and now is arrested. And that means Disney must pull him.
Because he couldn't stop using his snow. Oh gosh. I'm such a horrible person, I'm sorry. That's what I get. That's what I get.
It's just called karma. You wanna make an ice pun? Here, I'm just gonna freeze this. Not even worth it.
Okay, let me go and put it through here again before I start making it. Oh lordy. Oh gosh. Link, why do you jump? Why do you jump at every opportune moment across the cliff? Okay. Dang it, Link. I guess I shouldn't be yelling at Link. I am controlling him, you know?
Dang it, controller.
Dang
You better.
control. Sorry, I'm just trying to position my camera. Oh gosh, it's just not. I'm still trying. Oh, come on, man. Slippery slopes.
I mean, you are in an ice dungeon, so it's kind of expected.
Here's what you're hoping for Shantae 5. Oh god. Alicia, could you read that for me while I'm trying to focus?
Yeah, about to say it's a long one. Help to improve the 100% requirements. A lot better than Pirate's Curse and Half Genie Hero. They better not make us buy every skill and upgrade just 100% of the game. I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird, honestly. But I didn't mind that nearly as much. My biggest hope is that they go back to a more Metroidvania style with 5, like they were doing for the past first 3 games. Because Half Genie Hero was good, but the biggest problem it has is it's a level-by-level game. And I don't think Shantae works nearly as well with a level-by-level game.
Doesn't matter.
Being as explorative as it is, I think it works better as like more open world-ish.
Yeah, kind of like a Metroidvania.
Because once you beat a level in Half Genie Hero, there is no reason for you to go back to it unless you just want extra collectibles. Meanwhile, in games like Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse, you need to go back to previous areas just to progress the game. So I kind of hope they go back to that style instead of the level-by-level basis. Because that was fun, it just didn't fit Shantae nearly as much.
Okay, let me see where we're at on the map. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I was branching pathway earlier.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you're going the
because-
right way, because this is really the only room you could have got to. Because of Blue Fire.
Yeah. Ow. Stop stubbing your toe, Link. Oh, I forgot to take them all before we start streaming. Oh, lordy.
You can take her after
Yeah.
Charles Calvin.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah, because she won't be in here for too long anyway, so you'll be alright.
Okay.
So will she.
Alright, I'm guessing this is a blue ice. Red
Yeah,
ice, sorry.
you gotta go through both of these ways, so I recommend just... I would say on your map, go to the left one first. Because that one's 100% optional, so if you want just collectibles, to go over there.
I
The one
can't
that's on the
tell
right
which
side of the
way.
map is just... It's hard to tell because of how the map is. I think right now you're on the right side, so like turn around and go the other way, onto the other ice wall.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah,
I can't tell.
I know, it's hard to tell.
Freaking, I wish that they didn't do that with a compass, of all things.
Yeah,
Oh, by the
I
way-
know what you mean.
That's actually like my big... If I had one big complaint, I wish they just didn't do that, but eh.
Yeah, because they didn't
I
fix
know,
that
it's
until Wind Waker.
There should be no reason for that. It's like, hey, by the way, oh, your cursor? Yeah, it's locked behind compass. What?
Yeah.
Okay. There's another blue flame.
After the Half Genie Hero is the only time you have to go back to complete level when you get the requirements of your ending. Well, there's that, and then there is also the fact that there's that one time, or... No, actually, I think it was just your ending. You're right, because yeah, there's no other reason. Hence why most, if not all, the DLC packs just have you go level by level and then never go back.
Piece of heart.
And the only reason why you do true ending is because of 100%.
Oh, hey! I got another heart container.
Oh, there you go. That worked out. I forgot you were that close.
And there's more blue fire over here.
Yeah.
And
They put a lot of Blue Fire stations here because they don't know how many bottles a player's going to have at this point. So they're just taking a safe route and saying maybe you just have one. And it's probably the one you got the Rudo letter in. So we'll just give you like a bunch of free fire.
Molly, I know, Molly. I'm sorry. I should have. I thought I took you out before, so it was a little bit later than normal. By the way, I'm sorry for everybody. I know, it's like this every week. I am sorry for starting streams late. I know I advertise 6 o'clock, and I usually wait until like 6:30 for the first stream. I'm sorry. I'll try to get better at timing. It's just, I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
It's just lately I've been coming home at 3:30, and by the time I get everything done, it's 6 o'clock. Like, Molly, you people doing the same thing at times? Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, I found the compass. Oh, thank goodness.
There you go.
Found my
Did
cursor.
you get the sculpture that was in this room?
There's a sculpture in there?
That's enough. Yeah, look around the walls, because you'll find one. There's also a sculpture in the room where that, rotating ice blade was in the middle of the floor. If you didn't see that one too.
Oh, I see him. What the heck is he crawling on? What is he crawling on?
Yeah, I'm about to say that one's just kind of floating. Because that's
Yeah,
not how physics work.
He's kind of a magician.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, can you take it? I'm sorry. She's up there like, I gotta go pee. You need to let me go. Okay, what the heck, man? What is with this sculpture? This sculpture is weird. Alright. Let me go ahead and... Let me try it. Boom. The bow and arrow him. There we go. Let me get that. Is it the stalactite that's doing it?
It's kind of in your way, so I just move to the other side a little bit. Try to shoot it from like where you got your art piece.
Right. At least you're not
Yeah, this one has a little bit of a weird
streams
hitbox.
past midnight Pacific time. That's okay. I just, I don't know. I advertise at 6 o'clock. I'm not here at 6 o'clock. I can't feel bad about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I know my streams are doing that tiny bit as a late too, but yeah, it happens. Usually the start times on streams, a lot of streamers go by this. It's just, that's the start time that things are going on schedule, but obviously it's very flexible.
Yeah.
Like, this is when I should start. It doesn't guarantee it's always going to start at this time.
Yeah,
that's life.
know. So, I guess I never got a chance to ask everybody, how is everybody doing today? Let's start with you, Lester. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
I see the skull here.
My toe hurts like heck, though. I stubbed it real bad last night. Yeah, it's always fun.
I bonked my head on a machinery part today.
Oof. That's not good. Yeah, it's a big oof.
Come on. Kill the Skulltula. Alright, so there's only
Yeah, this
two.
one's kind of awkward to kill if you're too far out, because you get whacked on the spikes.
I know, I'm just right at the right frame. I'm right at the right frame of getting not hit. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Did you get hit by it?
I got hit by the blade. Yeah.
I think it's because of Link's animation change, because he was doing the little I'm cold animation, and I think that pushed him out a little too far backwards. So I think you actually got hit because Link decided to do something different.
Because Link decided to be cold.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Dude, I had that happen to me earlier in a fight online against a Ganon v Ganon fight. My Ganon, I did a kick, which missed, and the other guy, the exact same position, did the exact same kick. It killed me. Like, how the hell did mine miss? So I swear, sometimes when games have hit detection, it's just what it feels like it.
I mean, did y'all see that post I made about that moblin I was trying to stealth strike on Breath of the
I mean,
Wild?
you were literally inside the guy's body,
I
so
was
I don't think
literally
hitboxes
inside-
work.
Yeah, I said, what the fuck is a hitbox?
It's pretty bad.
I need to get those ice keys.
Yeah, it makes your life easier, because this room, as you can see, is a pretty big sliding puzzle, and you don't want to be frozen mid-push.
Let it go, let it go. What? She's one to sit around, man. Oh my god, come on, Molly. I know. Come on. Wait, what? Oh, why did they change the Avengers in-game title to Avengers The Fallen? What are you talking about, Celtics? They did?
That's been trending all day, is the Avengers Fallen thing.
Oh,
They
they're
should
just,
poster
like,
art for it.
Spoilers for Infinity War. There's a bunch
That's
of
pretty
people
much
that
what it
died.
is, because the movie itself, or the game, whatever it is apparently already spoiling major things.
The Fallen
Pretty much
is
revealing who
just
dies.
like an advertisement more than anything. It's not an actual, like, the title of the game, or the movie. Sorry, I meant to say that.
Yeah. And again, it pretty much shows who dies in it, which is
Yeah.
really dumb, because that's kind of a major plot point you don't want to
High
spoil,
school,
and then Marvel's like, here, just take this heavy spoiler. Thanks.
Oh, you already saw the memes, right? Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, because actually the funny thing is, this meme that's spoiling that Avengers thing is also spoiling other things now, too, which is even worse. You get spoilers for spoilers as a meme.
No,
I hate the internet.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. So, can I push this block right here?
Yeah, you kind of need to.
Okay, I have to grab it, push it. Oh, great.
And this is the section where we teach him how to bomb, like do a ground jump. You take a bomb and you jump.
Oh my gosh, please don't tell me. This is freaking Ice Path all over again in Pokemon
Yeah,
Crystal
basically.
version. No, I hate that
It's
one.
basically that. Well, actually, more or less think of it as that like block pushing puzzle from Twilight Princess, since you pretty much have to do that as well. It's very similar to that. If you make one wrong mistake, you got to reset this. Which, luckily for you, you don't have to leave and come back. You can just push that thing down to a pit, and it'll reset back to where it was originally.
No, Link, get down. Come on,
Yeah,
Link.
don't fall there though. Do not fall down these pits. It'll take you back to the beginning of the dungeon. As you
got
just did.
You got a little late on that. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, stream delay. It really kind of made that worse.
Well, anyways, I guess that means I can break this red ice here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly. You can just break this one for fun, because it doesn't have anything.
What? Then what's the point of it being there?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, you don't really need to, because there's nothing in it.
It doesn't have anything. Then what is its point? Ow.
Yeah, if you see something encapsulate in the red ice, then melt it, like a pot or a rupee or something. But if you don't see anything, just let it go, because there's no purpose to it.
Oh, it's one of
That's
those.
that's like a fiber.
That's a fiber? Okay, I thought that was silver for a second there. I'm not gonna worry.
Yeah, that's blue.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
worry
do you want $5 you can't carry? I don't think it's worth it.
It's probably to teach you that you can't break red ice with your sword. Oh, okay, well...
Yeah, that's pretty much the purpose
right.
of it in the beginning, at least.
I didn't consider that, Kira. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I need my fire in a bottle, so I have full fire. So that way, I can, you know, be alright to do all the other extra stuff I need to do outside this dungeon.
I mean, remember, you already have like 4 bottles filled with this now, and that you only need 2 when you leave here. So you don't have to worry about keeping 3 other bottles of this full, just at least 2.
Okay.
Because again, that's if you want to have access to the Azure shop. If you don't care about it, that's 1.
Did I get all the Scorchulas in this dungeon?
Yeah, you got all 3. So if you pause, it should say you have them all.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can I get all these silver rupees? Come on, Link. At least we're not getting the
Yeah, this is not Wind Waker.
And then if you go really fast the other direction, he falls flat on his face.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually love that. I say at least it's not doing that, but I actually kind of love that little feature.
I mean, it's a nice charm, too, but when you're just trying to get through there quick, it's like, alright, I'm on this 5-minute timer. As the island freezes back over. This is not helping.
Oh, come on, he froze me when he died.
Yeah, he just wanted to take you down with him.
Wait. Can I push this to get this thing? Let me go do that.
Yeah, don't hesitate to push this thing in areas that will get locked out of, because again, as long as you push the block down one of the pits, it'll reset back to the center of the room. So you can just move this thing wherever you want. And if you fail the puzzle, then you can just reset it and try again.
Okay. Well, that's just a silver rupee, so...
Yeah, but to be fair, you need this.
Yeah.
You gotta collect all of them in here, regardless. This one's in a weird thing of ice, because using a specific jump slash, you can actually clip in the ice and grab the money.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah. Like, in fact, actually, for like a speed run, they never use blue ice here, because there's no purpose to it. They can clip through all of it.
Okay. Grab, push, reset. Does anyone have any tips for Dark Souls? For some godforsaken reason, bought the trilogy yesterday. The best thing I can realize, because I beat Dark Souls 1, Kira. The best way I can really describe is, I feel like unless you're really like good at like dodging stuff, defense is your best like having a heavy defense item is kind of good, but also just learn to be patient. You have to learn to be patient with this game. Holy crap. Sorry. I almost jumped off again.
Yeah, I noticed in general with all the Souls games that you pretty much need to be
Yeah.
slow, cautious, and at the same time also just be very defensive, because I haven't really seen, at least for first time playthrough, being a strengthy character being that beneficial compared to a tank.
Yeah, tanks are like, I feel like, in my opinion, because I know a lot of people play different ways, I feel like my armor with the Havel's armor set and everything else, where I was really super slow, I felt like it was the best way to play that game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was actually watching a little bit before this started. I watched a little bit of, because ironically enough, today for Moman races, they were doing Dark Souls 1 bosses. And when Spike Vegeta was asking his chat, like, what kind of build should I go with? Most of them said defense. So people, a lot of them at least agree that, yeah, defense is probably the best thing, especially for like a first time playthrough.
Yeah, first time playthrough, I feel like it's the best. Anyways, it says, I was at a friend's house and her mom was telling me that when she played A Link to the Past and she got stuck in the 4th dungeon, all because she thought she had to save the sage by escorting her out the dungeon. Oh! Oh, okay.
I know which one I think that could have been too, yeah.
Yeah.
I get why that's confusing, because that is basically an escort dungeon.
It says, I saw the Dark Souls trilogy at GameStop today for $70. Why am I toxic? Because you don't pay attention to your surroundings and you get hit by the blow darts. That's what happens. That's why you're toxic. But also because he's not a very good individual, put it that way. Anyways.
And you really know how to roast your chat.
Yeah. It says, so in other words, the complete opposite of my playstyle. What I've learned to play things taught him a lot of. I mean, yeah, you can. There is a dodge roll button. I'll put it that much. If you can learn how to telegraph enemy attacks, then sure, go by it. Go for it. But I will tell you right now, if you want to adopt that playstyle for Dark Souls, please do not have heavy equipment on, because that slows your dodge roll. That slows your dodge roll really bad.
Yeah. Again, like looking at speedruns I've seen of that too, they always use like some of the latest armor just because of how much it will slow you down.
Yeah. You can definitely go play that playstyle and it won't hurt. You can play Dark Souls any way you want to. That's the beauty of the game. It's just...
I mean, you could also play with the DK bongos, so I won't recommend it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, I'm not even joking. I think someone actually did that.
I know. I think somebody played with a Guitar Hero controller, too.
Yeah, I was like, how are you even making progress?
Oh, yeah, Celtic, I knew exactly what playthrough you were referencing. I promise. I knew exactly which playthrough. He was at the part where they had... It's in Light Town. There's enemies that shoot little blow darts at you. The blow darts do toxic damage. And toxic, as like Pokemon, toxic damages you more than poison. And he wasn't paying attention. He didn't see that he got hit by one of those blow darts. And that was his reference on why am I toxic.
I mean, as you responded back the first time,
hi,
like,
Wolfos.
Probably a good question. Why is DSP toxic? The world may never know. It's just a jackass.
Hi, Wolfos.
Yeah, this is your boss of Ice Temple. This is the final room. Yep. So a common enemy.
Yeah, this dungeon really isn't a dungeon.
Yeah, hence why we call it mini dungeon. It still has the map and compass classifying it as a real dungeon, but it doesn't really have much of anything else. I wouldn't use Megaton against this guy. It's just too slow. Like, one good poke to his tail and he dies in one shot. And using the Megaton hammer, good luck doing that.
I didn't even pull out the Megaton, really. Yay, treasure chest spawned. I wonder what's in here. Probably the thing I need. I also bought Tales of Vesperia and a World of Final Fantasy. So, I have ways of taking the edge off of Dark Souls if I get frustrated. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, people are saying... Oh, hold on. Hi, Sheik. Oh, I'll get to that thought there, Kira.
Hang on, pause.
We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under the thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head to the water temple. This ice is created by evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. Oh good, a music lesson.
Just what I need after you pretty much told me all the Zoras are dead.
Yeah. Except for Rudo.
Kids game. Rudo and King Zora, because he's still alive when you unfreeze him, but he's been frozen for so long. He's gonna be so numb when he wakes up.
Whoa, this is kind of... I don't know.
It's very trippy, but I love this cutscene. It's probably my favorite warp song cutscene they play in the whole game.
You have learned the serenade of water. Link, I'll see you again. Smoke bomb away! Okay. Alright, so now we can just leave, I guess. I got everything.
Yeah,
right?
don't play the warp song, though, because you don't want to go to Lake Hylia just yet. Which is, like, all the way on the other side of the map. And also, don't go through the door you came. Jump down the hole that's right next to the treasure chest.
Oh, yeah,
because that'd be a good use of your boots.
Okay, I need the iron boots, don't I?
Yeah, because it's underwater. This will teach you how doors work underwater.
I forgot that the boots are under that menu.
Yeah, you're playing original Ocarina, not 3DS, not a ROM hack that puts on D-pad. Original, where you gotta pause the game and equip these.
Okay, it says, also bought Tales of Vesperia World Final Fantasy. Honestly, the best way, what I was trying to say is, a lot of people want to say that Dark Souls is really frustrating. It really isn't. It's just, like I said, you have to be patient with it. You can't go in there thinking, oh, I'm going to beat this in a couple days. No. Don't do that. You're just going to make yourself mad. That's just you making yourself mad. You have to be patient with it. So. Okay. Oh, shoot. I have a time. You can't breathe underwater. If you start choking, take off the boots. I guess that's going to be an issue.
This is kind of like your heat timer. So it's pretty much the same thing. It goes on your hearts, and I think the max you can have is like over 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I think it's more generous than the heat timer simply because you're not going to be underwater nearly that long. So if you have enough hearts, it's technically possible to skip out on the Zora tunic and you're not missing much.
Yeah. Okay.
But you'll be getting here in a minute anyways.
I'll be getting Yoshi's Crafted World 3 days. Yeah, I think that's the only game I'm getting right now.
That's the only one I plan for this month too.
Yeah.
Because I still have the discount on it.
Yeah,
really
I had
helped.
the Prime discount on it too. Where was Sheik all this time? Hiding! Sheik was breaking Ruto out of the ice, so... Anywhere in Zora's domain?
Yeah, the whole place is frozen. Maybe she was under there where the unicorn fountain was supposed to be. Who knows?
Time for my element. Water. Oh, I've seen Sarah and Kagura burst renewal for $49.99 GameStop today. Oh wow! What system was that for? Was that
I'm gonna guess probably PS4.
Probably. I say that since I'm not that patient person when it comes to games. Plus, I suck at games. Kira, if I can beat Dark Souls, anyone can beat Dark Souls. Gonna tell you that right now. Amber can attest. If I can beat Dark Souls, you can beat it. I promise. And I'm not that great at games either. So it's just. Alright, so we're just gonna leave the way we came in. Okay. Was there anything else I needed to use the blue fire for?
That's everything in Ice Cavern.
Okay.
So you're good here.
I'm gonna get myself hurt with all these stupid stalactites.
Yeah, Celtics just confirmed chat was PS4. I had a feeling.
Okay.
Since that's what most people own. Although I do find it funny, I don't know what website released this, but there was some weird demographic thing that came out for the states saying what states own which system, basically trying to have a majority vote, and most of it was Xbox One, and I laughed so hard when I read that.
Don't believe that.
What did you do? Interview like 13 people and they were all dude bros?
Yeah, Lester, you aren't that far off.
Exactly. That's the whole reason I laughed at the surveys. Like, you know, they interviewed the wrong demographic and they only interviewed a handful of people. It's so off.
Yeah, because their sample size was only 36 people. I said, what?
Yeah, which is really
That's
terrible.
not a very accurate report. You wanted to do that? That's silly. Do like 200, 300 people. That makes more sense.
Oh, at least 100 if you're not going to go out that much. That would be more accurate than 30. Now, before you leave the fountain, put on your iron boots and jump down to the very bottom of this water. Because there is something down there. It's kind of hard to see now, but when you put on your boots, you'll see it easier.
Okay. Whoa, I've got a minute.
Yeah, you have more than enough time. You'll make it. Just don't delete too much. You'll be fine.
Oh, there's a piece of heart. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think though when this refills your heart, it will reset your timer. So you're still gonna move.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of why I figured. So move.
Okay.
Get back to surface. That's all you really need to do in the fountain right now.
Always be skeptical of survey results. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are just really inaccurate.
I'm gonna drown if I don't get up here. Okay, I'll be alright.
You got time.
Okay.
Oh man, every time you watch like a 100% speedrun of this, it always makes you really worried for the player because they only have 30 seconds when they go underwater here. Because they're on like 4 hearts.
Hello, Hyper Kirby. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, I should say. I'm sorry. And welcome to the chat, too.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to say welcome to both at that point.
Ah! Stupid Octorox. Let me get back up here. Can I get... Can I not get up here? Gosh, darn it. I guess I could just go all the way over this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could probably just swim around because you don't need to go back on these ice platforms at this point. In fact, there's a little lip where Jabu used to be. You can just go over there.
Alright, so I need to go unthaw Mr. King Zora.
Yeah.
Hey, King Zora. I got a little, flame. I gotta vent a little gotta flame a little. Flame on. I can't talk to him. I have to be in front of him.
Yeah, he's a little weird. It's like, hang on, I don't talk to people on my sides. I don't have good peripheral vision.
Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't be able to choke underwater. Yay!
So this
blue.
is your free tunic, and all you had to do was just unfreeze him.
Yeah.
This was actually glitched originally. In the 1.0 and 1.1 versions of this game, earlier releases, if you held R when talking to this guy, he would just give you the eyeball frog if you had a trading quest item, skipping most of the side quest. And then you do the exact same thing, talk to him again, and you'll get the Zora tunic as well. So you can get both things from him immediately, and you're not supposed to be able to.
Weird.
They patched it with 1.2 onwards, aka the version you're playing. They patched it for this one.
Okay, where was the other fire at?
Go down to where the Zora shop used to be. You're on the right track. Just gotta keep on going down below in Zora's domain. And you'll see it. The ice wall just kind of in the middle of the floor.
This door right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yay! Yay for unthawedness. Okay. Hi,
I mean, there's nothing you really need to buy here right now, because luckily you bought the tunic, which you could have bought here as well if you didn't know about the King Zora thing. But you just saved yourself 200 rupees. That thing's expensive. Or wait, actually, did that say 300?
Yeah, it said 300 rupees.
Oh man, that was even worse than I remember.
Oh wow. So that was literally it, was just to do that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well.
But now you have access here in case you need to buy another tunic.
How do you lose a tunic? Oh, like.
Yeah, the like. Make sure you don't get eaten by them. If you do, kill it quick. Because that's 300 rupees down the drain.
Goron is
200. Yeah, that's why I was getting confused. Like, I forgot that this one was 100 more for some reason.
So, can I actually play the Serenade and just warp to...
You're good now, because there's nothing else here for you to do at this point. You mainly want to get this tunic. Because now you don't have to worry about that drowning timer.
Okay, it's A, down, right, left.
I feel like this is one of the most useful warp songs just for getting around Hyrule in general, since this takes you all the way to the other side of the map. So that's pretty good if you want to go to, say, like, Gerudo Valley, for example. Usually warp here and then walk over.
Cool.
And then probably one of the next warp songs you're getting is another one that I find super useful as well, just for the same reasons. Saves you a lot of walking.
Okay, so I actually need to play the song again. Right?
I would say you don't need to play any songs, just go in the temple. You're actually right above it, technically.
Oh, okay, so just jump in the water and drown?
Yeah, look around. Yeah, jump in the water and just drown yourself. Jump in the water and die, please.
I didn't mean to say that, I really didn't. But now looking back, I was like, Matthew, what the hell was wrong with you?
Man, he really wants to die.
I feel dead inside.
Well, today's another Tuesday. Might as well end my life again. And this time I have no fairies.
Alright. Time for everybody's least favorite temple.
It's not that bad. It's seriously not. In fact, Force Win and save warping makes this place a lot easier because you save 2 keys. A whole 2 keys.
Oh, I guess I can't play the...
Now, all you can use is your hook shot underwater.
Music's nice, at least. Alright, so
it is a good song.
Thanks for saving my life. Here's 20 bucks. Gives Red Rupee. More like, here's 1 rupee. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a slap in the face when you're playing a randomizer when he gives you $5 or 20 bucks.
It's like, I'm doing fine. I'm just sitting here playing episode Ardent of Final Fantasy 15. That's good to hear. I noticed Susie Lou was playing that the other day. Oh, I heard a big controversy with that YouTuber in particular. she apparently is going around copyright claiming a lot of people. And,
No, great.
And
it's like we
claiming
have
they
more
don't have fair
problems like
use
that.
and all that other crap when they really do. So that's not good.
Yeah, not surprised. A YouTuber's trying to be scummy and take other people's money.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Oh shoot!
That's why I
we're
don't
here at
like
the
their
water
claim
temple.
system. It's so broken.
Okay.
I've heard of
water
stories
temple.
of people saying they got claimed for their own videos, and the claim they used was one of their past videos, which makes no sense.
Okay, there's something right here. Oh, that just takes you right here if you need to.
Yeah, it's a hookshot point. You're gonna see a lot of those in this dungeon just to make things easier.
Alright, Water Temple, let's see how bad you really are.
So here's the big tip I would say for this place. You already know from what you've heard and seen in this game that this place deals with water level changes. I'd say before you change the water in any floor, explore everything around you and see if there's anything else to do. If there's not, then change the water level. Otherwise, you're going back and forth constantly. It's like, oh, did I get this one thing? Oh, wait, it's at the top of the dungeon. I gotta race it back up. Or, oh, there's something in the middle. I gotta lower it.
Okay.
Explore every nook and cranny before doing that stuff, just to make your life easier.
Apparently she's a hypocrite. Well, I mean, from what I gather, yeah, I mean, I was hearing a lot of controversy about that YouTuber in particular earlier this week, and I was like, oh, lordy. That's kind of a good thing. I don't watch some people like that. Okay.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's just,
Alright.
it's not a good vibe, honestly, to have.
Iron boots. Alright, I'm gonna go in here to... Oh, look, a push block. Okay, can I push it underwater? No.
Yeah, you can actually push and pull underwater. It's actually good you're doing this first, because it'll just save you time later in the dungeon.
Okay. I'm guessing that...
Because you can't do anything with this right now on the other side, because you can't get over
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
But it will stay like that now.
I know I've been pushing to get out of the pause menu. I've been doing it the long way of doing it by pushing B to get out of the pause menu. I'm sorry, I'm just used to it. Okay.
I mean, it's understandable at that point. It's fine.
Okay.
Because all the other games don't prompt you to save when you're hitting B like that. Or at least all the future games don't. Alright, now we're here exploring all this water. I gotta get out for a moment, so I'll be back in just a bit, chat.
Okay. Well, I promise I won't set the water temple on fire, guys. Well, he's gone. I don't want him to be coming in the chat saying, "What the fuck did you do?" Like, that would be pretty funny. Last week was so great. I'm just gonna put it that way. I know this because I'm actually in her Discord server and she complained about someone using one of her clips as fair use and she didn't like that at all. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is like if they put commentary and edit it over, it's fair use. That's the very definition of fair use. That's the thing. It's just people just want to want to hear what they want to hear. That's what it is. That's just what it simply is, guys. That's why it's not a good thing to be that way, you know? Alright. So I can't go this way. Oh Lord, he's coming. I remember listening to music for Water Temple, and I really liked it from what I heard. And I'm hearing it now, and I'm just like, yeah, I really like the Water Temple's music. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go. You know what? You think it would be a good idea to go to the very bottom of the dungeon and work my way up?
No. Because
No.
there's rooms you need to explore a little bit before that.
Okay.
If I remember right. I might be wrong, though.
Okay. Well, usually, like, in certain dungeons, I always work that way if they have, like, a big old column and whatnot. But, I can't even go this way. Or can I? Can I? There's a hookshot point. And I don't think my hookshot can go that far. Nope. Okay, can't go down this way. Actually, you're intended to start from the bottom, provided you find the way that's not long shot locked. Oh gosh. I'm guessing I know what the item is in this dungeon. As like I said, I've seen plenty of playthroughs of this game. I just haven't played it myself, so I don't know how to figure out how most of these dungeons. And I know you get the long shot here. I already know that this is where the Dark Link fight is too. So I've seen all the complaints about Water Temple. It's just mainly the main complaints of Water Temple come from keys, if I remember correctly. Trying to find certain keys to unlock certain doors. So I've seen it. I liked Great Bay when I played it. Oh, hi. Hi, Ruta. Oh, you. If I'm right. Link? You're Link, aren't you?
How did you forget your fiance?
It's me, your fiance, Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I like Link's expression. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for all these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you already seen it. Zora's domain totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not. Yet. But I kind of freed your father. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Link, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there's 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly. Okay. I guess I have to. I mean,
right?
Well, I should know. When you have married life, the woman's the boss of the house.
Hey!
So, I guess I have no choice.
This is why I'm single. Hi.
Lester!
Okay, so we found Ruto, so just follow her, I guess.
Ah, so you met your wife, or your girlfriend, or your stalker. All 3.
Do I have to get a restraining order? Okay. That looks like a crack in the wall.
Yeah, you actually can't bomb this yet. Like, what they want you to do intended is to be able to get here with lowering the water level to level 2, and then hitting that. You can also hit a bomb shoot if you're good enough with your timing from above. It's hard to do. I haven't done it, so I wouldn't know the timing. I just see people do that in randos now.
This is where Ruto went, though.
Yeah, a little weird, isn't it? She goes up. She kind of just disappears. Just fades out of existence, just like she can.
Oh, I didn't see the... Okay, I'm dumb. My bad. I didn't see this.
I mean, she still fades out of existence. She's not up here either.
Yeah, she isn't up here either. This is... actually, you're intended to start from the bottom. Okay, I read that already. And people are saying the water temple is confusing. Yeah, I know. I heard that too.
I mean, it still can be. That's the thing.
Ow,
Like,
ow, ow.
even when you know what you're
Spiky.
doing, it could still be a little confusing on a couple playthroughs.
Spikies.
I honestly don't think this plays nearly as bad as a lot of people make it out to be, because I look at things like Great Bay Temple or Lake Bed Temple, and that's way worse than water. But this place always gets slack for just saying it is too confusing. Like, not really, honestly.
Lake Bed Temple is by far my least favorite water temple, if I had to choose one. I don't like Lake Bed too much. Of course, that might change by the end of the stream, so...
I don't think you're gonna have much of an issue with this place compared to Lake Bed. Like, there's a lot of the same mechanics to that one here as well. Like, the whole water changing thing was a big deal then. But there wasn't as much direction for where you need to push the water compared to how it is here. Because you can tell when you need to put the level, like, water level 2. You can tell when you need to do that. Compared to Lake Bed, it's like, alright, which door do we need to flip the bridge at to get the water to rise again? I can't tell. They all have the same issue.
Just water levels in general just suck, right?
Yeah, basically.
Alright, it says, it says, Link, what? Like, stop nagging me, woman! Like, this is why I like Malin and Zelda more. Okay, so she's not up there. I can't follow
No,
her.
she's just gone. She is gone. You'll never find her again.
Then, well,
Not in here.
she was supposed to show me where the freaking...
Yeah, she just is all talk at that point because she doesn't show you anything. The only thing she did there is like she went up, which is to tell you go up, look at this Triforce on the wall, and that's how you raise and lower water levels. You gotta find those things. That's literally the only reason why she does that. Because that's all she's gonna lead you to. The one. There's 3 of them in this dungeon. She failed on the air 2
wait.
jobs.
The Triforce on the wall. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
Oops.
you'll see that every once in a while in this dungeon, and you have to interact with that if you want to raise and
bad.
lower water levels. Each one does something different, though.
I didn't even... When you said that, I said, what are you talking about? Then I thought about it. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't see it. So let me go back. I guess I'm going to be having to go back up and down and all around again. With pausing and... I guess that's one reason why people don't like it, is just they have to pause constantly.
Yeah. Again, that's why I had to improve this for like the 3DS version and added the
This
Iron
thing?
Boots more as an item this time because
That's
of
not the
how
Triforce.
time-consuming it can be. No, not in there. The other room. Look on the walls before you jump back in the puddle of water.
Oh, okay. Let me guess. Zelda's Lullaby?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So each one does something different. This one only lowers the water down to level 1.
Okay.
So you have to remember that. This one will fully drain Water Temple.
Okay.
Naru already has enough of a water problem. Here comes Link just draining the lake.
So, I just have to remember where the water level stuff is, right?
Yeah,
this
because
room
now
lowers-
if you need to go back down to level 1, you have to remember to come here and do the same thing.
I didn't do
You have to be
anything.
pretty much right up against it, though. You'll know you're close when you have the little pop-up on the screen telling you to play a song. Yeah, you're not close enough. Again, you'll see the music bars pop up when you're close enough before you even play the song.
Oh, okay.
You pretty much have to be rubbing right up against the wall. It's like very precise for some reason.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay, it says... So I was playing Resident Evil 2 and Claire once again, and the game made me walk back and forth constantly looking for stupid shit. Well, I mean, that's Resident Evil in a nutshell, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it is based off of old PS1, the PS1 one, so...
Yeah,
It's not
that's
as,
true.
It's not as linear as the S4, 5, and 6 are. And I know 7 isn't really linear either, so...
It kind of went back to that more open style that the original games had, from what I've heard.
Okay. So we lowered the water level all the way down. Okay.
Yeah, now you can explore all these bottom rooms with these.
Okay.
There's only one you won't be able to really do anything with, and you'll tell when you get there.
Okay. Just excuse my exploration a little bit.
It's actually funny, because I think you're actually going to the one that you're going to be roadblocked immediately. You're like, well, you found it.
You found it. Oh, I guess I found it.
I wasn't even joking. Like, you were literally on the right way. It's like, here it is. You can tell what you need for this.
I need long shot for this one.
Yeah. You're gonna need the long shit.
The long shit. Long shit. Lester! You're gonna need the long
Hey,
shit.
hey, that's what multi-war can call it. Shop Sanity's called so many stupid things of items, and actually I've seen it in one of them. Then it called the long shot the long shit. Like, wow. This was before they patched out the cursing.
Disgusting. The time you go to the bathroom, you just take it.
Yeah, I found myself a new item while I was in there. The long shit. I also like another one I seen the other day which said Lons AF for some reason for lens. I was like, okay, what? It's the slaying lens of truth.
Do. Must have did something right.
Yeah, you did something right, definitely. If you can go down there into a new room. Join new DLC. Kind of feel bad for Adrian. I would say, like, I wouldn't spoil anything from the DLC. Honestly, I wouldn't really like go into specifics because some people in the chat here may not have played it and like to yet.
Played Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I've seen it did come out today. It's $10. I just added that to my wish list for now on Steam to keep track of it because I do have that PC version. I couldn't remember if that was supposed to come packaged in with that or not because it's technically the Game of the Year version, but this DLC is outside the Game of the Year scope. It's a little odd.
Can I ask something? What is the freaking point of buying a Game of the Year edition if you're not going to put all the freaking DLC in it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with Game of the Year editions in general anymore because they're pretty much useless since devs keep on releasing more DLC outside of that packaged version, which I don't like.
One thing oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, this place looks trippy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anyways, one thing that really does grind my gears a lot is Amber...
Is Fortnite?
Huh?
Is Fortnite?
Fortnite.
You know what really real like Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? Fortnite. I don't know why. That just makes me crack up every freaking time I watch it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good clip.
Anyways, back to what I was saying is the thing that irritates me is just like Amber played one of her favorite games she played recently is oh gosh, I don't think I can do anything down here. Anyways,
you can, but you have to be quick about it. There's a switch you can hit in here with your hookshot,
okay.
But you have to do it from underwater, obviously.
Anyways, there's a game that Amber really likes, and I know, you know, Telltale's defunct now, so it doesn't really matter. But Minecraft Story Mode, she liked that game a lot, and they had, you know, a season pass for it. Then they decided to make 8 more episodes after that, and they're like, oh, by the way, that season pass is defunct. Like,
yeah, which I don't like when game companies do that.
Wrong with...
Hyrule Warriors also had the same issue too, which is why honestly I can't recommend anyone getting other than the Switch version nowadays because it's just too expensive. The Wii U version had a season pass, then the 3DS version came out, which was a Game of the Year version, and it had another season pass on top of that. So it made the Wii U one invalid, and the 3DS one was even kind of expensive at that point, and the Switch version did the exact same thing. It had to come out with all the content on it as another Game of the Year version. It's like, what's the point in Game of the Year versions if you gotta make another one? Why?
I just don't understand what the point is of releasing. I get it, it's just like, well, we want to support the game all the time, but it's just like, can't you just, you know, I don't know, just give me all the content if you say it's gonna be all there?
Yeah. Like, I don't like it when companies do that in general, and again, when they have to release multiple packages of the same thing because of how bad it gets.
Yeah. And from what I gather, there's like data mine things from Smash Brothers Ultimate suggesting they're gonna release more than the first fighter pack. Be like,
yeah, there's been some data mines of people saying there's like supposed to be like an R20 or something placeholders, which is still I don't believe for a second. Not until there's real proof, because placeholders exist just to fill gaps. It doesn't guarantee anything.
No, it doesn't. How am I supposed to get?
There's just a very specific shot, because you look inside the dragon's mouth underwater, and you'll see a crystal in there.
Sorry.
The easiest way I find to get it personally is when you're standing on top of that purple tail next to it. That's another easy way to get to it and be able to get in that little platform in time.
Smash 4 had placeholders as well. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah,
people are saying
and they
that,
didn't
by the way,
come
we're
out
gonna
to be anything.
Data miner said that there's gonna be like 15 characters. There's 15 character slots. Oh, this is on time thing. Crap.
Yeah, you have to be quick. Again, that's why I say if you want to do this easy, then standing on the tail also makes it easier, because you can hit the switch and then immediately hookshot to that point on the wall. You can reach that from the same area.
I'm like, guys, you do realize they probably put placeholders there in case they decide, oh, later on down the line, we're going to do this promotion and give this free character that we made on a whim for free, right?
Well, that, and they're also there just in terms of spacing. That's pretty much it. Just to see what they can fit in the game's files and just to get an idea if that's what they want to do. It's more of a file thing at that point. And also, just to catch a bit in chat, it's good. I'm just making sure nothing's getting spoiled, because I haven't played the DLC, so I wouldn't know. It's just a rule of thumb in the streams, because if we see any spoilers, jokes or not, we just want to be safe for people, including ourselves. So we don't want to, like, time out something when we don't see as an actual spoiler.
Oh, gosh,
if we do see spoilers, it does get a
it.
timeout.
I came out just in time.
Yeah, that was extremely close. I almost thought it was going to drop into your head.
Okay. Am I going to LP Bayonetta? I have to get good at Bayonetta before I decide to do that. I only ever beat the game on easy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I suck at hack and slashes. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a game you need a lot of practice because all the secrets it has. Especially the 100% reward with Rodon. That takes forever to
Hello,
figure
Ethan.
out.
Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Before you go eat. Okay. I hit that switch. I guess that's just to open up this. I just need a key. So, I guess it just depends on what. I guess it goes in a certain order. I'll have to get good at Bayonetta before I ever consider LPing it. I promise. I try whenever I choose a game. It's something I have to practice. Like, I can't unless it's like obviously a blind LP. I can't for the life of me do a blind recording anymore. If I'm doing blind stuff, it's on stream. Gonna just be honest with you on that.
I don't blame you, honestly. It's just much easier to do blind stuff on streams in general, because you get that live interaction at that point. So even when you're stumped, you can at least get help from the chat if needed.
But I have beaten Bayonetta 1. I have not beaten Bayonetta 2. I still have to go play through that game, but...
Yeah, I recommend whenever you have a free chance to play that one.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 is like a lot of good times. It's a fun game. I think it's a little bit better than Bayonetta 1 in terms of gameplay, just because it refines a lot of the issues the first game had.
Link has strong lungs. Thanks, Ethan. It's because of this blue clothes I wear.
Yeah, literally putting on a blue shirt gives me lungs of steel.
Yeah, if I didn't have
sense.
this blue tunic equipped, I'd have a 2-minute timer. Saying, yeah, you better...
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I love how weird that makes sense in this logic. You put on a different colored shirt, and then it just ignores heat and drowning. Meanwhile, in Twilight Princess, you have to wear scale clothing just to be able to breathe underwater.
Can I not get out here?
Well, put back on the iron boots and look for a hookshot point, because you can't just climb up.
Okay.
You have to use a hookshot somewhere.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't know.
You'll notice that once in a while. If you don't think you can swim up, you're gonna have to use the boots and just look around for a hookshot point, because you probably just won't be able to reach natively.
Pretty sure the tunic would strangle before you drown. Either way, you lose air.
It's the hat. It has gills. Secret gills.
Just like their magic clothes, just like Sora, just like how he can breathe underwater and be a mermaid in some levels.
Yeah, I mean, just put on a fishtail and make yourself look like a mermaid, and boom, suddenly you never drown. Does that make sense?
I mean, shoot, even the new game myself, Amber just got to the Caribbean level, and he can breathe underwater in that one. Don't know why, but yeah. So, anyways, now I got a key. I gotta look for. Oh wait, no, I can't go through this one. This is.
Yeah, I was
dead
gonna
end.
say you can't do anything there yet.
I just now realized this is the dead end one. Okay.
Yeah, you're locked out there for a bit.
guess
Yeah,
Ross
so
and
you're
Fire Emblem.
doing good so far, making like a clockwise rotation around this area. Watch it counterclockwise while you're going.
Like, go this
But you're doing a good job doing that. It's probably one of the best things to do.
Yeah. That's kind of how I wanted to... Well, this is where I did the... This is where I got the water level changed.
Yeah, there's one more room you didn't go in yet.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings.
Man, you're doing fine. You're not getting turned around as people would like to say, because seriously, this place is not that bad for getting turned around. The confusing part is knowing when to raise and lower the water. But even then, that's not even that bad either, because you can kind of tell a lot of the times.
Drop in the water link. Oh, I guess Ross and Fire Emblem Sacred Stones can walk on water somehow because he's a pirate class. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Okay, that does not make any sense.
Yeah, Fire Emblem.
I'm a pirate. That means I'm Jesus.
In Fire Emblem, pirates are the only units that can traverse water, but their units are stationary. So yeah, like they look like they're just walking on water.
That's some good game limitations making no sense in the physical world.
But did he class change Ross into a pirate or something? He's pretty cool as a pirate, honestly, especially since he's the only one that can become a pirate in the game. Yeah, I kind of, whenever I play Sacred Stones, to be perfectly honest, I make Ross a berserker. That's just me. I know he's really good as a warrior, but I make him a berserker because as much as I like Dozlaw, I kind of like Ross a lot, but that's just because, I mean, he's a trainee class. He's got a lot of potential for growth, but yeah, that's just me though. I know some people say that those type of units are bad just because they take forever to train, and I understand that. Like those units are kind of tedious. It's kind of like Nina. Like, I know Nina's a fan favorite character too in Fire Emblem 7, but she is coming in really late as a mage, and that's kind of bad, especially since she's a level 5 mage. But if you do invest in time in her and feed her kills and stuff like that, yeah, it's worth it in my opinion. But that's just my playstyle. My playstyle isn't the right playstyle. So. Okay. Growth units are good when they pop up earlier in the game. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let me hook shot over here. I know, it looked like I was duncing for a second there. I was like, what do I do here? Yeah, I know. I knew what I was doing. I just needed the itch.
I mean, it almost looks like you can't reach this for a second because it thinks maybe need long shot. Nah, you're good.
But was there a switch in this room?
Actually, you're looking at it. It's actually behind the metal grate. You have to hit it through the metal grate.
No. No. I didn't think so. How do I hit it? Oh, wait. Can I do this?
You're getting there. You can't shoot through it, but think. What attack penetrates through walls that uses magic?
Ah, damn it. I killed the
Well, not that
Skulltula.
one. Not that one. We're getting close.
What attack can be? It can. Oh, Megaton Hammer.
What? What attack uses magic? The hammer. In what world?
Sorry, I didn't hear the magic part. I did not hear the magic part. Oh my gosh.
What attack uses magic that's linked to your blade? How about I limit it that way? Before I just say it.
I'm being really stupid right now. I'm sorry. I mean, Link to the Past, it was called Magic Hammer.
I mean, that wasn't wrong, but this is not that.
Oh,
And
God.
contrary to popular belief, that does not use magic.
I don't know, Lester.
Spin attack. Just do a spin attack.
Okay, alright.
Your spin attack will go through, because remember you have the magic built to it now, so it has that blue effect, which goes through walls.
See, I didn't do something like that. I could never do something like that in the beginning. I thought Din's Fire would do something like that, but I guess I was...
Yeah, unfortunately no. It will kill things through walls, but it won't activate switches.
Okay.
That's the only time you gotta do something like that in this game, though. And it's 100% optional, too, so you didn't even need to do it if you weren't getting the bugs. So a lot of people kind of skip this sculpture for that reason, because they don't even know about it. Like, how do I get it? Well, I can't shoot this through the grate. I'll get something done.
This was all for just a Skulltula.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much just a bug.
I'm sorry, I had a stupid. Oh, gosh. What uses magic? The hammer! I mean, like I said, Link to the Past, it was called Magic Hammer, so... Oh, lordy.
Survey says, huh?
TIL, the hammer.
I'm trying to think what Zelda game was that. Even if it is a Zelda game. I don't know the abbreviation.
I don't
Top
know
of my
the
head.
abbreviation what TIL is. Okay, I can go in here. I assume I should because it's the only locked door I can have access to right now. Okay.
Oh, today I learned. Okay, it's just that. You got it.
Today I learned. Okay, yeah. Am I gonna LP Super Mario Maker when it comes out? No. I'll just say we'll probably wait a little bit for that one if I do decide to do it. Okay. Okay, this one probably raises the water level back up, right?
This is one that will raise it up, yeah.
Okay.
This won't raise it back full. This will be like half. This is the second layer one. Raising up to level 2.
Okay, can I just hold off on it, or should I?
You probably want to do that now, if you want to be honest. You can't do anything else now with the dungeon with no water.
Okay.
So you probably just want to do that.
Hold up. Oh, lordy. But I've been sitting in a chair all... Holy crap, I didn't even look at the map. Let me see. There's 3 floors. And a basement. No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Okay. At least I remember that song. I don't have to look it up there. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Go through. Wait, did I go through this door already?
Don't go through the door yet. It will lock you out of the room, so don't do it yet.
I did!
Well, you're lucky. There's a torch right there. Light it. Then you can get back inside. There's something you missed in that room, and it's kind of crucial.
Okay, fine. Din's Fire it is.
There's a torch right there next to it. You can just shoot an arrow if you want to save magic.
You know what, Lester?
Damn stream delay.
Thanks, stream delay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Alright, alright. Let me get my hook shot out. Let me look up here.
Yeah, look around. You probably won't be able to reach the skull you're to see above your head. Remember it for later.
Yeah, I see the Skulltula up there.
Yeah, he knows how far away it is,
Yeah.
which is bad. Ethan, we're not doing that again. Why don't you just play the Song of Storms and raise yourself to the upper floors?
Okay.
I mean,
just
you
do
think it makes sense.
I don't think I can do anything, Lester.
No, not in there, but use your iron boots and explore the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's what you're missing.
Just be patient with me, guys. I've had a long day at work. Oh gosh! No! 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 No!
I mean, you want to
Spike
explore the
bad.
bottom portion, just not where the spikes are.
Spike's bad! Spike's bad. Okay. Okay. Whee! Down I go. Okay. Went all the way down the lower level here. And there's a switch. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of the sea. What the oh god. They're
Murder
gonna drop-
everything.
Okay. They drop clams on me. And
Yeah,
spike
murder.
balls. Ow.
Unfortunately, there's no easy way to fight these guys underwater. You just have to use the hook shot in their mouth and hope for the best timing. These guys are a little bit easier to fight on land because you can also stab them in the throat with your sword.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't do that underwater because I don't know why this Link doesn't get the idea of using a sword underwater, but later Links do.
Yeah. Twilight Princess.
Actually,
Link,
it's kind of
that's-
funny because I say that, and then Majora's Mask Link thinks to use his arms underwater to punch people as a Zora. But he doesn't have the idea to use a sword here.
Watch
That's
out.
how you know he matured.
I like how Navi's voice gets muffled underwater to make it sound like everybody from Kaido's Eternal Wings and Lost Ocean. I'm gonna be honest with you, that game, I love that game to death, but man oh man, the voice acting in that game, holy crap, it sounds like everybody's in a freaking wind tunnel. It's that bad, audio recording. Like, oh gosh.
Yeah, you question sometimes how does that happen with high budget titles like that.
Okay, it says, when I place, basically, hey, remember the Ice Palace from Link to the Past? Clam
Yeah, I mean, it's
blood,
basically
guys.
a similar idea here, yeah.
I enjoyed the game in the beginning. It hit me hard, just like the tales of Perseus. Okay. Gosh, camera's freaking out on me. I'm guessing there's not anything down in the room where the clams and stuff spawn.
Not in that portion, but they did open another
Okay.
metal grate you can now swim up towards.
Okay. Just forgive me, guys. I'm kind of slow. There's a treasure chest.
Yeah, now you see why I told you this is important to find, because you kind of need this key.
Is this the key that everybody hates?
Well, that's one of the keys a lot of people miss because of how easy it is just to forget about this. It's pretty well hidden. The other one is actually near where you, like, remember that crack wall that you've seen going up to the first Triforce on the wall?
Yeah.
That's another key a lot of people miss. Because they forget that room actually exists too. It's like, oh yeah, I looked at that room like 5 times and I forgot to go back there while the water was at this level. I've actually done that once in a randomizer. It's like, oops. Like, I thought I'd check that. I guess not.
Okay. So, now I can go back in this room. See why you said it was important. I'll have to come back in
Yeah,
this room
you really need that key.
for the Skulltula.
Yeah. Actually, a weird thing about that room is that you can set Fora's Wind there, and no matter what the water level is, you will warp back to that room. So, with the water fully raised, you can use Fora's Wind to warp back in there, and the room will be flooded. So you just warp into the water. So you can technically get that skull without using the long shot if you use Fora's Wind. Just backtrack a bit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, I'd just say probably just get it later, just because it'll probably be easy on you at that point.
Okay. I saw a locked key. Oh, wait. Eye puzzle.
Yeah, don't take the locked door just yet. That'll be the last one you probably want to take, because it'll actually take you back up to the 3rd floor.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Eye puzzle.
Yeah, this unfortunately you can't really do much with yet.
Yeah.
Notice how fast this gate's gonna close.
Oh, lordy. Am I gonna have
It's
to
not
have a
enough
long
time.
shot? I'm gonna have a long shot for that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I already figured that. You're gonna need the long shot. You have no time otherwise.
No, Link, don't jump up in the water, please. Stop. Stop! Stop with your animations and jazz. Okay. I need the compass. It's starting to drive me nuts.
Well, you're gonna find it here in a moment. Like, you're getting close to it.
I'm guessing I'm coming up to it pretty fast.
Yeah, again, you're getting close to it.
Whee! Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, the water's off the treasure chest. Let me get. I said the water.
Notice how you don't have enough time for this either.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at it then.
There you go. You solved the puzzle.
You solved the puzzle. What the? I gotta be on the other hand of it.
Yeah. Wrong side. I think with good enough timing, it is possible. Just roll into the water or mash A, and you can open the chest with it still flooding it. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but sure, this game's weird.
Whoa, that's a puzzle. That's a puzzle if I ever saw one.
Guess what you got?
Got the compass, got my freaking cursor.
Yeah, now you can easily see what you're doing.
You know, that's so
So like,
sad.
hey, you're coming up to it. Deliver here.
You know, that's so sad that that's the only reason why I like the compass so much, because I get my freaking cursor.
Dude, it'll drive you crazy if you find that thing first, because like, all right, now this looks stupid.
Ow, ow.
I'm just a yellow cursor floating in nothing.
Okay.
That's actually a problem that the ROM hacking scene has with this game, because I noticed whenever they make custom maps for Ocarina of Time, they can't make a custom map on like the bottom corner like they do for like dungeons and such. So you just have a yellow and a red arrow just floating there. It looks so terrible.
Okay, so I think I explored everything on this level.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing you could have really done in second level.
Alright, going through the locked door. Okay. Water, water, water. Okay, I need to go and probably hit the switch, but my puzzle senses are tingling. I have to do this. There we go. I solved it. What the fuck, TikTok? You scared the crap out of me.
I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. I love it every time.
Oh my god!
It just comes out of nowhere,
you scared
doesn't
the
it?
crap out of me. Holy crap! Why are you up there?
Yeah, that's like the worst place Tektite in the entire game, I feel, because it just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Do you think Wind Waker HD and I'm guessing by default Twilight Princess HD can only come to Switch? I have
Well,
no
probably
idea.
both, yeah.
I don't know.
I highly doubt it because of just what Nintendo's trying to push for right now with their games, but I wouldn't be surprised. They ported pretty much everything else that was from the Wii U.
Nintendo ported the thing that I didn't think they would port, so anything's on the table of this, right?
Yeah.
What was the thing?
Well, Mario U is probably the big
New
one.
Mario Bros. U. That was
Yeah,
the
because we
thing.
all thought maybe they'll just make a new one instead, because why would they port one of the worst conceived games from fans? Like, no one really cared for it. No one was talking about it. And then they ported it anyways. Huh? That's random.
Final Fantasy X HD is going to be on Switch. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII came out today. First time Final Fantasy VII has ever been on a Nintendo console.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
You want to see something weird here? Before you jump down from this area, I hope I didn't catch that late, because Strain Delay. Play
you
your
did.
Oh, come on! This thing, Strain Delay. Alright, I was gonna tell you, if you played Fora's Wind there, not for, Scarecrow song. So say Fora's Wind back up if you want to do it. If you play the Scarecrow song there, Pierre is actually right there on that ledge. But you have to stand literally where he spawns to play the song. It's very precise.
Okay, well, is it...
Hence why a lot of people don't even know he's there. I wouldn't do it at this point. Just nah.
Just nah. Okay, I got the water.
Oh, you did the thing everyone actually forgets. All right, this is an Ocarina of Time first playthrough without this. Lower the water level and then raise it back to 2. You missed a key. The one I even said you were gonna miss. The one with the crack wall. It happens in every first playthrough. I was waiting for it.
In every first playthrough, doesn't it? Okay, lower the water level. Okay.
This is the one part people complain about. But honestly, again, if you streamline things, this is probably a problem you can easily avoid. So on a future playthrough, you would avoid this problem. Easily. And technically, if you have a good enough bomb shot, you can glitch it out and get the chest now, without even lowering the water level. So there's a lot of ways to fix this problem.
I mean, Kira, I agree with you. It's a worth port since it's still a good Mario game. It is still a good Mario game. You're right. I wasn't expecting them to port that one. That was because it had you in the
still,
title.
I think probably the best in the new series, but a lot of people did not care for it at all.
But
Just
that's
because
they
it
were
was
burnt out by
the
new
4th game
series.
in a series people were already tired of.
Okay. Oh, lordy. I see why people can complain about that. Oh, I went back into the freaking dead end.
Yeah, in the wrong room.
Oh, lordy. I meant to go through the other way. Okay.
Yeah, I think the big reason why like New U has been selling better on like the Switch, besides the obvious reasons of being on the Switch, it's just because that literally came out like what 3 or 4 months after New Mario 2, so people did not care about it at all then because it was way too close to another game. I don't know why Nintendo decided, you know what, we have this new game coming out for the Wii U, let's release New Mario 2 on 3DS around the same time. That was the worst idea they ever had for that series, which is why I kind of killed it for a lot of people.
And they haven't had a 2D Mario in a long time, so that's why it's
Yeah,
so good.
not counting Mario Maker, that was the last 2D Mario game.
Yeah.
And that was 2012, which was a long time ago.
Oh, lordy. It's on the bottom level, isn't it? Where to get to where Ruto was?
Yeah, on where your map is, it's on the bottom right side. Which now I can easily tell you that because you can see where you're going with the compass.
Watch out!
Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, just to save you some time now.
Bottom right-hand corner. Okay, my bad. Oh God, Amber!
I'm sorry.
Oh! Oh God, sorry. Oh, she's practicing Resident Evil. There's a big old tarantula on the screen right now. Oh, jeez.
I killed it. Don't worry.
Oh gosh, I hate spiders. Okay. How do you avoid that, Lester? How do you avoid having to go backtracking with the water level shenanigans with the keys?
I mean, on a first playthrough, you probably won't. On future playthroughs, you just remember about this stuff. That's about it. It's one of those things where when you pay very close attention to your surroundings and just check every single last thing before you raise and lower water, it's usually fine. Because now, how at least I play the game, and I've been playing this since like near release time, I only lower the water level once and then raise it from there. I never have to deal with it again. So for me, it's like a non-issue. But that's because I know when to do the stuff and how many times I gotta raise and lower it. Now, this was Master Quest. That'd be a different story.
This is the room right here that I need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so now you just have to raise the water level to level 2, so unfortunately you have to lower it to do it. And then go there, bomb the wall, get your key.
Lower the water level, and then I have to go to that other room to raise it.
Yeah. Watch Kingdom Hearts story so far gonna be on the Switch. I highly doubt that with how Square is in general.
I don't know.
They've been very stingy about Kingdom Hearts stuff in general. The only reason why they put it on Xbox One was because of a Square of America reasoning. I highly doubt any of the other games will come to other systems, including Switch. I mean, Xbox users got lucky; they got 3 because they got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't know, man. When Cuphead got announced, all bets are off at this freaking rate.
Yeah, well, that was more of a Microsoft thing. At this point, any Microsoft game, I'll say that for, because Microsoft seems to just be one, just sell more software than hardware at this point. Hence why they're making that big push to just, get this on Switch, because it don't matter. Something like Square, though, who? Who knows with them, because they barely let Sakurai put Cloud back in Smash.
Wrong way again. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably pissing people off.
Hey, it's like this is your first playthrough or something. That's
Lordy.
fine. Expect this.
I don't know where things are in this dungeon. Okay. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Come on, man. Iron boots.
So how's that pause screen?
So what?
How's that pause screen?
Oh, the pause screen's great.
Well, how many times you have to see it, right? Gotta get used to it.
Wait,
Hey, at least you're playing the Virtual Console version. If you're playing like GameCube or even original N64, that pause screen would take forever to open up because of the lag. Like an actual N64, this place probably takes you another like 5 minutes at least because of the lag and pausing. The game pretty laggy.
Yeah, I agree with Ethan on that, because especially what I've seen on Twitter today, Final Fantasy XIV has more of a shot at coming to Switch than Kingdom Hearts does.
Yeah.
At least,
I mean, they've ever been willing to put the other Final Fantasies on the platform, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I don't see anything Kingdom Hearts when they've just been very close-lipped about that for Sony stuff.
man.
The only time they've ever been putting games on other systems is when it's a brand new game, and it's specifically made for like some of the handhelds on like GBA and 3DS.
I have to go over here, right?
Yeah, the center platform.
Okay. I know
So you're
it's
going the right
center
way now.
platform. Okay.
Yeah, because remember the door that's in the center. You have to go back through that door,
Wait, what the wait.
which you walked by it like 2 times, I think.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
All right, it's the first playthrough. It happens.
I'm trying to raise the water level. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh no, don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Go to the center platform. You got to go through there on the first floor. And that's how you get to that area again.
Oh.
Because remember,
duh.
there was a door that you had to enter from
I
floor
forget.
1. Yeah, there you go.
I
You remember it now.
forgot. My bad. Ow. Ow.
Again, this is still not as bad as like, I don't know, Great Bay. Great Bay is way worse than this, I feel. And if you can get through Great Bay without too many issues, I see you can get through this place without too many issues either. Since this is easier than Great Bay, in my opinion.
I forget. It's right here. I forget. Alright, I just need a hook shot up here, and there's water level up here. And then I can go back. Oh, come on, Link.
Yeah, now you can bomb the wall and then get back through there easily.
Thank you for saving me the trouble, Lester. I appreciate it.
I mean, you would have been hunting around for the key, so yeah, this saves you at least a little bit of hunting.
I fell into the beginner's trap.
I feel like that wall was probably like the second biggest beginner's trap, the first one being the key hidden in this room that you're in now. Because those keys are very easy to miss. The one in this room, because you probably forget that water block raises, revealing a new pathway. And then the other one, because people just forget the bottom wall is there, and then raise the water too soon.
Okay. Now, in order, I need to go down to the lower level. Okay. And this is why I hate the water temple.
If you use Frora's Wind or you save warp here, it does save some of this back and forth. Because at that point, you either stay on the third level and just keep on warping back to the top, or you just keep it on the first one and warp back to the top for the same reasons. Like, one of the biggest things I do now is to get the Skulltula in the middle room. I just drop a Four's Wind there. Once I get long shot, I will warp back. Just to save me time. So there's ways to mitigate this in future playthroughs. Again, on the first playthrough, that's not going to happen. Because you don't know this stuff yet.
Okay, hold up. Look at my
Yeah,
map.
go back to where you were seeing Rudo for the first time.
I know.
Remember that
I'm just
room.
trying to remember
Right
which
there.
way it was.
That was on the right side of your
The right
map.
side. This
Wait a
is
minute, did I see that? Wait, I seen that right on your map? You missed the chest down here. On first floor.
How did I miss
When did you miss... Did you not light these torches?
No.
That's the chest then. Okay. I think that has a key as well.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling
It's
like
fine.
a dunce.
It's fine. Unfortunately for you, you're gonna have to subject yourself to the water temple, raising, lowering again, because you will have to lower the water to get to it.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, there's no easy way around it when you make a mistake like that, unfortunately.
Thanks, game. Thanks. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh, I have to. God damn.
Just for like looking ahead purposes, you're gonna unlock that locked door on the top, on third floor. Go through the room there. Then you're gonna get to another locked door immediately afterwards. This is why you need the key. Because you need two coming up, unfortunately.
Okay, so I need to lower it all the way down again. No, raise it. Raise it up one more level.
Yeah, you're gonna have to raise it just so you can get to the lower point. It's the only problem. Now, here's the thing, and I'll recommend you do this so you can skip going to the second floor one again when you do this. I'll tell you when you get there.
Okay.
For now, focus on getting to level 3.
Okay. Yeah, my statement doesn't sound correct, but he's still it's pretty linear when you know what to do.
Yeah, on a first playthrough, it'll be pretty non-linear at first, because there's a lot of back and forth. Especially with raising and lowering the levels.
Go lay down.
It's just on future playthroughs, when you start knowing what you're doing, remember the stuff, it's not as bad as a lot of people like to make, because people always complain on repeat playthroughs. This is terrible, I don't know what to do. It's like, if you played this once, then someone have the idea. It won't be as bad.
Okay.
It's like every other Zelda game at that point. But for this,
Yeah.
for some reason, this dungeon gets more slack than the others, which I don't understand why.
Because this is the most.
Because the others are
popular
worse.
one. It's because this is one's the most popular one, Lester.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only problem with it.
Okay. Did you go through this door? Okay.
Yeah, you're on the right track. Because that'll take you back up to where the level 3 thing
Oh,
is.
great. That Tektite's gonna come down.
Yeah, wait here for a second this time. Like, stand under where the water is and then move, because now you triggered him. So he'll jump down before the switch gets hit.
I'm the main reason why the water temple sucks. I'm making a perfect example. No, it's alright. I'm not getting, like, super frustrated about it. It's just like, I can see why this is annoying.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it from some people's point of view. Alright, now as soon as you get out of this door, before you jump off this ledge this time, give yourself a Four's Wind warp point here.
Okay.
Because you can see where I'm going with this. Once
Yeah.
you raise, once you lower the water level, get your key, you can warp back here and raise it back. Save you a whole bunch of time. Oh, and before you jump down this time, play your song. Play your Scarecrow song.
Play my Scarecrow
And then
song.
you can see the Scarecrow. You want to see your
Okay.
buddy Pierre?
Alright, my Scarecrow song is A. No! Wrong song! I made it rain.
Do not. Oh, come on.
It's raining
This
in the
place
water
cannot-
temple.
This place cannot get any more flooded. Why did you make your song so similar to the dang Song of Storm?
No!
You did it again.
See, that's what my problem is. Song of Storms is A down up. My Scarecrow song is down A Up, down. That's where I got confused. Hi, Pierre.
Okay, chat, I'm gonna make a straw poll, and it's for should he change his song to left, right? Because no way you can screw that up.
Okay, hi, Pierre.
I'll take a vote, and it's just a bunch of yeses. Now you can hookshot back to him, which also saves you time, but you got your Forest Wind warp point here, right?
I'm making it now.
Yeah, make it now. Lower it back down to 1, get your key, and you can just warp back here. To push your water back to the top, thank goodness.
Warp back down to 1.
Now we need the sun song to bring balance to the forest. Yeah, just give it a little bit of time and just let it be morning.
Let's go get to it. Back soon. Okay, Ethan. I didn't mean to make it rain in the water temple.
You know what's the worst part too is you played Majora's Mask, so you already knew the Song of Storms was A down up.
If I did, it was a long time ago, Lester. You cut me some slack.
It's like you did this to yourself.
What is it, 2014 when I played that? Come on, man.
Just gotta buy him the shirt that has that and just replace the 2 notes. It's like Song of Storm / Scarecrow song. That's what we'll just call it.
Oh my goodness. Oh lordy.
You are something else.
I didn't mean to. It's my Scarecrow song is so close.
On
to
the plus
Song of
side, now you know for sure this place is flooded.
That fuck. Here's water levels. I'll just make it my own. Okay. Okay, time to lower it. Very big wet water.
That sounds dirty.
Next week prediction: Matt's gonna make it rain in Shadow Temple. Yeah, I'm sure I will, because I think if I recall, you need the Scarecrow song for Shadow Temple, because I remember watching a randomizer list recently.
Yeah, there is a sculpture you need to play the song to get to. But you know, it's funny, but you're actually gonna have to do something like that, because to enter the bottom of the well, you need to play the Song of Storms. So it's not that far off. Hey, I know how to save magic. Just shoot right through the fire. Because at this point, you still aren't required to have dense fire yet. So put a random torch in the middle of the room. Solves the problem.
Ow. I stabbed you. Come on, man, Clam.
Yeah, actually, Kira's right on that one. Like the Skull and Shadow Temple, where Scarecrow is, it's technically close enough for you to use the long shot. But the Scarecrow is also too far away for you to use the normal hook shot. Don't really know why he's there, besides just trying to tell you, here's what you need to do to reach the thing. It's kind of a useless Scarecrow, if you want to be honest.
Okay, got the key. Now use Ferror's Wind?
Yeah, now you can warp, because I don't think there's anything else you need here. Famous last words before you miss a key.
Gosh. Okay. Raise the water level. Okay.
And you see, this is why when I also say this place isn't that bad, when you know when to use your warps and such, because that saved you a lot of time.
Yeah,
Saved you like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Why did people say Ferrar's Wind's bad?
That's why I always don't get the hate on that item. It's like, guys, it's a great warp system. Just because you don't know how to utilize it right doesn't mean it's terrible. It's one of the best warp systems in the Zelda games in general.
Alright, so now...
Now you can use your keys.
Alright.
Because you already checked the room on the other side here, so you don't need to go over there. That was the room you dropped down. There was a block in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
So you already did that. So you're good to go.
Hi, keys. Look. I hear Skulltula.
This one's weird. You can't reach it normally right now. It's a little too far away for your hook shot. If you're on the very, very, very edge of the platform, you can just jump down to the first one there, you can reach the Skulltula. The only way you're doing that, though, is if you use the infinite sword glitch.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's why you see in speedruns, they'll do that glitch just to get this thing. Otherwise, you backtrack and get this with the long shot, which I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to buy HG.
Okay.
It's not worth learning.
So now for the hardest mini boss for me, anyways. Oh shoot, I forgot about this fucker.
This is probably one of the most fun mini boss fights in the entire game. And there's a lot of different ways you can fight him, too. Actually, I don't know what the real intended way for you is to fight this mini boss, because there's so many ways you can fight it.
I can see why people don't like this boss. Or don't like this place. I know who the mini boss is. I've seen playthroughs. Like I said, it's freaking Dark Link. Don't know why he's in the water temple of all places.
He's your Echo Fighter.
Lester.
I mean, he ain't wrong. It's just an
I know,
alt, but
Usually one of my favorite ults in the game, just because of how it looks. Gotta have those demon eyes. It's more like the Dark Link from Twilight Princess, which is so weird since that was only in a cutscene.
yeah, that was only in a cutscene. Alright, here we go.
Good luck on this fight coming
Oh,
up
wait.
this way.
There's another room.
Yeah, this is why I told you need to get the other key, because this was the last one you needed it for. And this is a big puzzle room. As the camera gets stuck on the wall behind you, that was a weird entry.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Quick, leave the water temple, make a detour to the desert so you get Nehru's love. I mean, that'd be a long-ass detour. But that is actually a thing you could do, because for some reason, if you use Nehru's love against Dark Link, he won't attack you at all. He becomes a true pacifist and just kind of sits there in a corner using his shield.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but it is very interesting to see. I think that's honestly the only real weakness I think he actually has, since it's like I literally can't do anything to this. But he gets hurt by so many other things too. That's why I say he can't really have like one true weakness. He's weak to everything.
Ah! Dagnabbit.
Yeah, it's because he knows he can't hit you. That's why I say that. I always just found it weird, because he just sits in the corner and crouches. Like, well, can't do anything. Guess I'll sit.
I made the dumb mistake. I should have been doing this one. Or...
You're starting to figure it out. You're getting the right idea. Just think. Should you have this extended at all times? Look at the switch again. I don't know if you noticed the detail about it yet.
Hold on. It's silver.
Yeah, but look at the switch color on the inside. Notice it's blue.
Yeah.
No other switch was like that. Try hitting it again.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a multi-use switch.
Okay, that makes sense.
One of the rare times you see
okay.
this.
Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I was like, give it a sec, look at it, and then you notice. That's an interesting idea.
do 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 do. I love that sound effect. Okay. Then I'm gonna hit it again, raise the water level. Do-do-do-do-do. Then I'll hit it one more time and then get on the platform.
Yep, there you go. Figuring it out.
Okay. Hit the switch. I can hit the switch. There. High-tech tights. Ow, ow, ow. There's also a light over there. I don't want to be...
Yeah, careful about it. But you can hookshot the thing, which will pull you over to the like and also stun it. It's funny because you actually kind of need to do that in a way. You have to hookshot over there somehow. And there's a target right above his head, which is a beginner's trap. You hookshot the target where it is, and it'll just drop you right in his mouth. Yeah, kind of what you did there was the safe strategy. Because again, you hookshot the target above his mouth, and it's a beginner's trap landing you in his mouth. Eating your tunic and shield. But you want your shield for the boss fight.
Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Interesting room design, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like a weird illusion of some kind.
Yeah.
Link tripping balls again.
Isn't he always at this point?
How many potions and fairies he has, I wouldn't be surprised.
Strong iron bars are blocking the door. You can't open them with your hands. Okay.
Now cut him with my sword.
Hi, Link.
There are so many ways to fight this guy. It's weird. If you just try to combat him normally, he's gonna fight you back. Like literally, he will, as you've seen, stand on your sword, block it with his shield, and just outright attack you at times too. You can fight him multiple ways. You can use the Megaton Hammer, Din's Fire. If you throw nuts on the side, he'll be stunned by Deku Nuts. Can't throw him directly into his face. He blocks that. If you do a weird method a lot of people do nowadays where they just don't Z-target him but hold target and didn't do like a cross slash, it hurts him. There's like, oh yeah, the big sword, like Goron Knife could also hurt this guy. With just normal stabs. There's a lot of ways to fight him.
Six slashes with it though.
I mean the broken one in particular. Because the broken one has a smaller hitbox and he can't dodge it as easily. So if you want the easiest way to do this, you just Din's Fire him to death. Megaton Hammer is a little hard to hit with, but it will collide. That's another one.
What the heck? It's going right through. What the fuck is a hitbox?
What's interesting about Dark Link is his health is based on how many hearts you have. The more hearts you have, the stronger his health bar is.
Oh, okay.
So if you come in here with like 3 hearts, it'll only take you like 2 or 3 hits and then this guy dies. Again, if you're going to use Deku Nuts against him, it's a really awkward aim. You have to hit him on the side. So at that point, you can't target him to throw the nuts. You have to like throw him right behind you and hope they stun him. Deku Nuts are the advanced strategy. Things that only like advanced players really do nowadays because it's awkward to hit with.
I'm gonna try Din's Fire.
Yeah, Din's Fire is a guaranteed hit. Because he'll try to block it and then his shield will fail after a while and kill him. As long as he's close enough, which half the time he walks into your Din's Fire.
Like that one.
Yeah, he tries to attack you when you're doing it too, which makes it even worse. This is how I always killed him as a kid. I just Din's Fired him to death. This is the first thing I try. It's like, well, I guess this works. I could just do this forever.
He was like watching me hammer the ground right next to him. He's like, what you doing, Link?
There's like no nails on the floor. Why are you doing? Oh, that hurt.
I'm getting hurt really bad.
Yeah, if you feel you're about ready to die, then just break out the Din's Fire all the time.
I killed
You
him.
did it.
Because you have more than enough magic. With how many hearts you have, your full double magic bar will kill him.
Okay. Well, I killed him, so that's fine.
Yeah.
We're all good.
So that's why it's interesting of how many different ways you can fight Dark Link in this game. It's actually very interesting to think about.
Okay. Can I get my prize now?
Can I get the long shit?
Can I get the long shit now?
I really need to take the long shit.
You found the long shit. You found it. It's an upgraded hookshot. Extends twice as far. Okay.
AKA, it's actually a useful hookshot now.
You know, that's one thing in Breath of the Wild that just bothers me. Why I missed the hook shot.
Yeah, it's like one of the few items that just are finally absent from a Zelda game. Like, that's been a staple for years in the Zelda games, and that's like the first 3D Zelda at least that skipped it.
Song time, where you at? Okay, right A down, right A down. Wait. Do I have to be right on top of it? Yeah.
Well, close enough to it, but yeah. If you're literally standing on top of it, it won't work.
It won't work? Okay.
Yeah, so you're probably actually too close, so you may have to back away.
Yeah. Did not do a thing at all. I did not do a thing. Hookshot has been around since the third game, so Breath of the Wild not having it is weird, or a reference to the original.
Yeah, that's how I felt too, especially as a 3D game. It was the first 3D game to completely skip it on consoles. Because I know that the 3D DS games skip it, but those were a little different. They were top-downs. It was a little hard to implement the hookshot for a touchscreen control. I mean, that's pretty much why the grappling hook kind of became more of the hookshot in, like, Phantom Hourglass. Because it pulled you over to stuff like the hookshot used to.
Yeah. It says, Link, be careful, they'll get swallowed by the vortexes.
Yeah, if you do that, it voids you out. So you'll respawn back at that door you entered in the top room.
Oh, I need to go back
try
to
your
get
best
the
not to do
Skulltula
that.
now. Oh, there's
Yeah,
a couple Skulltulas
yeah,
I need
you'll
to
be
get
doing
back
that here in a moment. Yeah. That's the next thing you can do.
Okay. Alrighty. So... Oh, Lordy, I don't want to jump in the water. I'm so low health, man.
Yeah, I mean, you do need to do that regardless, because you have to swim down the stream. I will warn you, on one of these walls, there is a Skulltula you need to get with the long shot. So, if, honestly, once you get down the one stream here, you may want to just run around with boots. Just be careful, because any slope you hit on the floor will also slide you into these vortexes.
Alright, Boots. Where are you at, Boots? No, not the monkey Boots from Dora the Explorer. Did I do it right?
I mean, you're on the right track. Just keep on going down the stream.
Ah! No!
Yeah, moments like that. If you feel like you can't walk up it, then you may have to take off the boots, because there are some weird slope detections here, honestly.
Okay. They're making a live-action Dora the Explorer movie. Yeah, it's directed by Michael Bay too, which is even weird.
Yeah, it's just kind of a random thing.
Just why? Why? Oh, then again, I asked the same thing with the Sonic movie. To be perfectly honest, why?
Yeah, I mean, at least that one has more of a reason to exist as a movie, but how big of a property it is. But Dora, that feels weird at this point to get a movie, especially a live action one of all things.
Whoa! No! Get back up there! No! No!
I mean, you did miss the skull show anyway, so you weren't leaving this room yet.
Don't panic.
I got the
die.
Skulltula.
Oh, did you? I missed it, sorry.
Yeah, I got the Skulltula.
Okay, that's fine. Now you don't have to worry about finding it, so you can swim through all that if you just want to instead. That's the whole reason why he wanted to go slow, just to find that one bug in the wall.
Was your fate accepted? I didn't want to accept my fate! Yeah, I saw the trailer for the live-action Dora the Explorer movie. I'm like, who's gonna watch this besides, you know... Oh no, I did it again. Dang it. I guess people that grew up with her. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's not really a thing that's really airing much nowadays, so it kind of feels weird to see as a live action of all things, too.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
Hollywood's
get doing
right.
a movie, I feel like this is a little late for that series, and then live action is even more of a turn off for a lot of people.
No, 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 no. I'm gonna lose a heart. I'm gonna lose a heart. No! No! No!
Do remember here, if you want to make things somewhat easier, you can mash the B button to swim faster. That kind of helps you get out of the vortexes a little bit.
No! Two pet masters there will keep asking you that. I don't wanna. Was it? Are you sure about that? I heard it was Michael Bay.
They might have changed directors later. The last I heard was
Okay.
Michael Bay as well.
I guess the wiki says otherwise. Wait, don't do this again. Eh. Ah! I keep losing hearts too. That's the thing that sucks about this.
Yeah, because I know if you use too many, you have to go back from the very beginning of the dungeon. So you have to be very careful how many
I
times
think
you
I'm
die.
just gonna go. I'm gonna iron boot it. I hope.
Well, the problem is if you do that in that section, there's a lot of curved slopes there. You probably just fall off and go right into the vortex anyways.
Yeah.
So you have to be super careful if you do that too.
Gotta be careful. Can I get these pots? These pots have. I hope these pots have hearts.
Yeah, I think one of them may even have a fairy. I know it has arrows and some
Okay.
help, but
Let
I
me
think
get
one
the
of them's a
fairy at
fairy.
least. Oh lordy. Alright. Oh, I see a switch.
Yeah, you gotta hit that ice switch. And you probably got to go over to that center platform that's right across from it.
Okay, got it.
Now I'm gonna warn you, this switch only keeps the door open for like a couple seconds. So instead of jumping over to where that door opens, hookshot the chest that's behind the door instead. You're gonna have less time if you try to jump, and you might miss and fall into a vortex. It's easier just to hookshot the chest. And if you fail, you can just do it again. There's no consequence in failing if you're standing on this platform.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Thanks, Lester. Oh.
Yeah, see how much easier that makes that?
This is
So
this is
much better.
stressful. This is freaking stressful.
Well, you're out of the hardest room, honestly, in terms of just like weird slope detection. There's another room just like that with more vortexes and has a strong current. But you can use iron boots and they're a little bit easier because the floors are solid. They're not rounded like that room.
Okay, I'm gonna have to backtrack a couple rooms.
Yeah. You have to, in terms of progression, besides sneezing, bless you. In terms of progression, you need to go and raise the water level to level 2 now. And there is a key you can get there. And remember, there's that one room you could have done on the first floor where you needed the long shot to reach it. You can get that anytime. You don't need to worry about a specific water level for that.
I need to raise it to 2?
Yeah, so you have to do all that stuff. You gotta raise it to level 2, which means you have to lower it and then raise it again.
Okay.
But there's no avoiding it, because you kind of need to do this regardless.
Okay. Alright, so I need to... Raise it to 2, and that is raising it to 2 is the center.
It's the
room, right?
center level, yeah.
Okay.
Plus, you need to go back in that center room anyways for your Skulltula.
Yeah.
So it puts you in a perfect spot anyways. Hence why I said you might just want to get it later when you're there.
Hi, Ethan. Welcome back.
Shoot. Oh, I need to lower it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. There's no way you're making fire underwater. What do you think? This is Mario?
Yeah. I thought about that. I was like, wait a second.
Alright, Link. Eat your fire flower.
I'm not gonna lie, this dungeon is kind of giving me a headache.
Is it?
Just a little bit. There's a lot of, like, I like the puzzles in this one, but I feel like a lot of them is more memorization than actually, like, progression.
Kind of is, actually, yeah. That's why I keep on stressing this place is not bad on future playthroughs when you know what you're doing. Because on a first playthrough, yeah, it's still going to turn you around a lot. So it requires a lot of quick thinking.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to have a different mileage. I feel like a lot of veterans to this game that play it a lot, they say like it doesn't matter to them. It's nothing because they memorize it. And then everyone, when they first play it, they only play it once, so like I hate it.
No, I'm not gonna be that way because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll probably play this game again on the 3DS again, just to kind of, you know.
You'll have a much easier time there because of the Iron Boots being
Yeah.
a physical item too, so you just press the button. Because that's the thing, you're doing this on vanilla Ocarina, so you have to keep on pausing. In future releases, they fix that.
That's not the Song of Storms. That's not the Sun Song. You promised us that.
I mean, you already made it rain once in here. I don't think we need any more rain. Kind of need a drought right now.
Link, you're gonna die. Stop. Oh, lordy. Okay. Raise it up to
I can't
2.
wait for you to be so low health that next enemy you kill just drops a random fairy. Because it's that bad.
Am I gonna LP Ocarina of Time on my main channel? Probably. It'll probably be 3DS version, to be perfectly honest.
I wouldn't blame you because it's the more complete version nowadays. Since it has everything from this one, it has that boss rush mode, which is exclusive to that.
Wait.
And then it has other things too. Just for quality of life updates.
Frick!
You forgot the Skulltula.
Damn it!
Yep.
Forgot the Skulltula.
Well, light the torch. You just used your bow this time. Don't even pull out the thing, then it's fire.
I walked out of that room and I said, frick.
Like as soon as the door
"Dang it."
locked, it's like, wait a minute, I forgot something very crucial.
Okay, where are you at? That's not the Song of Storms or the Sun. Okay. Ah, dang it. Wait. That's not even the right one. I'm just trying to play it so that way we just have it in peace.
You just want to make it rain just for the meme. I love how you don't remember your Scarecrow song, but you remember Song of Storms all the time. But then the one time you want to actually play Song of Storms, you can't remember it. Like, how does this
Lester,
happen?
don't make
It's the
me feel
polar
bad.
opposite. It's the polar opposite problem.
Don't
All right,
make
here,
me
I'll help
feel
you
bad,
remember the
man.
song. Play your Scarecrow song.
There's
Works
Sun
every time.
Song. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, where is the freaking? Oh lordy. Is it up
I mean,
there?
you're getting close. It's just on the other side of the wall. You can hook shot up there now.
What the holy
so you
crap?
have the thing to reach.
That was weird camera angle. Dang, this long shot is long. Holy crap.
Yeah, this thing is a proper hookshot now. Like, this is just as long as the long jump from Majora's Mask or Wind Waker, even the claw shot from TP. It's like, it's pretty much the actual claw shot from later games.
Okay. So, got that. You said there was another Skulltula in the room that led to...
No, this was the one we were talking about.
Okay.
This was the skull. There was a key in another one of these rooms. And remember that eye puzzle you tried to do earlier in this dungeon? But you only had like 2 seconds to do it?
Yeah.
It's literally actually right where you're standing too, which is very convenient. It's in this room. Yeah, it's that.
That's where the key's at?
Yeah.
Right over here. Okay.
Getting closer. Keep on looking for an eye switch on the
There
floor.
it is. There it is, found it. Glory to mankind. Praise the sun. Glory to mankind. Now let's hope no angry sun gun chases. Okay. Hit the frickin' switch. There we go. Now, no, not Ocarina! Link. Damn it! You and your fascination of Ocarina tonight. Gosh, this controller, come on. No! Oh, lordy, classic controller, you're killing me right now.
That's why I'm glad I never did the transfer to the Wii U. I can still use my good old GameCube controllers.
There we go.
It still baffles me
What?
why
I just
Nintendo
clicked
never
through
made
the
updates to
door!
system. Yeah, you have such little time that as long as you grab the hookshot point, Link will clip to the wall. He won't care about walls in his way.
Okay, I think this is the thing I pushed earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, the very beginning of the dungeon, so you had half of the prep work already done. And just push the rest of the way and you get your key. But it still baffles me why they never made an update to the Wii U to use that GameCube adapter on the Wii mode. It's like you guys had a perfect opportunity to restore that controller support for games that used it, and you completely ignored it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's funny because people thought at first maybe it meant... Wait a minute, look at the stream. You're not even getting the chest revealed at all. Matt, go back. Kira's even saying the same. You're forgetting something. Something pretty important.
Sorry. I got it, thanks.
It's definitely been a long day.
Very long day.
I was saying before he got tunnel visioned. It's like, at first people thought that adapter thing, Nintendo wouldn't update to get work on the Wii side, because maybe it was the thing of, oh, they can't get the work just because of how it was programmed. And then the hackers got to work easily with specific software like Nintendo to play GameCube games on Wii U. So, yeah, they just were lazy. That's literally all it was.
Oh, Lordy, can I guess I should probably backtrack to get that other Skulltula, shouldn't I?
Yeah, which, go raise the water at this point. This is the final time you have to do it, luckily. But don't jump down. Stay on the 3rd floor, because you got Pierre now. Got your buddy Pierre to hookshot to.
Oh, yes. I just saw him around the corner when you said the...
Yeah. So, our little thing of let's show him off became useful.
Alrighty. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You can technically, like, roll jump over to the ledge where Pierre is, and you can technically grab where he's at. It's an actual grabbable ledge for some reason.
That is kind of
So if you're good enough with your jumps, you can just jump over here instead, too, if you don't have a Scarecrow song. Kinda nice they did that, to be honest. Unintentional side effect of coding.
Now, door. It's over this way. Right? No!
Other side.
Other side. Man. I I get lost in the water temple. All the other people complaining about it.
Did you suddenly turn 8? You
Yeah,
suddenly an
pretty
8-year-old?
Okay. Let's get this Skulltula.
Sonic was never good. My God, it's
Sonic
time for your
was
bedtime.
never good. The water temple's the worst water level in all video games. It isn't really because it's the water, it's just memorization, that's all it is, really. Okay. Am I done? Let me see. No,
There's
I'm
one more
missing
skull you need, but it's coming up.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
haven't
I
missed it.
haven't done one room yet. Okay.
Yeah, so look at your map. You see the floors there. On the first floor, there's those rooms on the top of the map. You can technically go there now. And you don't need to lower the water level. You can just go there with iron boots.
At the top of the level?
Yeah, look at first floor and you see on the top of the map all the unexplored area.
Yeah.
You can go down there with iron boots. You don't need to lower the water level anymore. You're done with that.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't like it, you can just call the cops. Imagine Matt works at the water temple full-time job. Don't remind me of my actual full-time job, Celtics. Because it's just as bad.
Hey, at least if you work here full time, you know, be thirsty again. Oh God, Kira's right. Look at your totals. You have 69 skulls.
Heh, nice. I'm gonna say that every freaking time 69 is brought up. Oh, this room. I remember now. And looky, I have 2 keys. Yay! Okay, go through this door. And I have 69 followers on Twitter. Nice!
Well, that's more than I have.
Nice,
Nice
Celtics.
indeed.
Amber hates it that I do that. I kill these tank types before I even bother. I'm gonna run out of arrows, but...
Yeah, notice the vortexes are back. Not as many this time, but there's a strong current here, so you have to be careful where you swim.
Come on, Matthew. Your aim sucks.
Yeah, these guys are awkward to hit regardless because of just how much they jump around and move. I'm not surprised. I'm having a hard time hitting these guys. I can barely ever hit these guys too. Doing as good as I would normally do with better controllers. You're smart to do that because if you don't kill those Tektites, you usually get to the other side of the room and they're all swarming you.
No! I thought it was okay.
Yeah, but Tektite said no. No, you're not.
Okay, that wasn't as bad. Wait, was there something else here?
No, that's all you have to do in that room. You're good. There's more stuff you can do in that room after you go through these doors. So that's what you're thinking of. There's a ledge there you can't reach.
Yeah, that's...
Another room wraps around to it.
Tektites are so boring.
Yeah. Well, the biggest problem is how much they jump around, so their hitboxes are really weird because of it. It's hard to keep up with. They keep on jumping.
They saved you after almost dooming you.
All the irony.
What the heck are these? Stinger. Destroy before
Yeah, remember
fire.
those enemies from Jabu's belly? They randomly show back up here.
That makes sense. It's a water level, so...
Yeah, that's like the only reason why I can justify them here too. It's like, yeah, it's a water area. mean, they're a little bit easier for you to kill now if you have the bow and the hook shot. Two easy things to actually attack these guys with.
Maybe they didn't want to go easy on Link. Have mercy, it's the first time I'm playing this game.
I mean, this is maybe a 18-year-old with time travel, but he's still only 12, so go easy on him. It's his first time here in the Water Temple.
First time. Okay. Iron boots.
Go gentle, Morpha.
What'd that do?
It doesn't
lower.
really do much because it's a pressure switch.
Oh.
You need to find something to put on it.
Did I break the thing again? Oh no, there's a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're still figuring out. You're doing everything right so far. There's not just one hole in the wall. There's two holes.
There's a hole.
So now this 12-year-old has to find out where the second hole is located.
There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
That explains where the water is going.
I feel like I pushed this one too.
There's only one block here, actually. That's the same block.
Okay.
This is annoying. There's no easy way around this. You have to push the block over on one side, then you have to pull it, then you have to push it again. Or vice versa. Pull it, then push it, then just like pull it again. It's annoying.
Rip bow. Yeah, I know. I used up all my arrows. Okay, so you have to pull the block.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I get it.
Look at that
I
wall.
see
Yeah,
what you're
you see
talking
how the
about.
wall
Yeah.
a little different looking?
Mm-hmm. I see it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You have to get on both sides. You have to pull it all the way over to the other side, then push it over a bit. Then you gotta pull it out, then you gotta push it from the other side. Like, there's a constant back and forth here. The least amount you do with this is you, like, pull it or push it over as much as you can, actually. You push it over, then you pull it out a bit, then you have to go all the way back around it to push it the rest. So if you're doing this quick, it's still 3 different walkthroughs of it. It's stupid. In fact, just saying that was confusing.
I got it as soon as you said that. I was like, oh, wait, that makes sense.
I was like, oh, I get it. Do it 3 times.
You gotta be able to just be able to push this block on the switch. So.
Yeah, it's the whole thing to it. But you have to keep on going back and forth in the room just to get the thing to move, which is so stupid. No matter what version you play, this is a problem, because I never fixed this.
It's weird how I still have the layout of this temple memorized, even though it's been a few years since I last played through this temple on Ocarina of Time. You probably just had a photographic memory, which is lucky. Or not. Yeah, my mind does that sometimes.
I mean, that's how I'm like it too, because I pretty much remember all of the things to this dungeon at this point, but I played it so much it just kind of sticks in your head. After the first couple playthroughs, you start memorizing how the tempo works, and then it just kind of sticks in future ones.
Like, I've got pretty much all the dungeons memorized. They're like Wind Waker's dungeons, because I've played them so many times.
Yeah. Which is now, if you go back through those dungeons, you can go through them with relative ease.
Yeah.
And I've played this one so much, I know how to skip using 2 keys in this dungeon. Which is not intended at all. And it's literally just using Forest Wind. Which is not a game-breaking bug. It's literally a mechanic in the game.
Should I go through the door that's locked, or should I go through the door that's open?
Yeah, you gotta go through that door regardless. The door that's locked isn't even here yet. It's coming up.
Well, what's this door?
Yeah, it's the way you gotta go.
Oh, I'm dumb. Sorry.
The other door's where you came through. That's
Okay.
probably why you're thinking that.
Yeah. This is the door I came through.
Don't worry about redoing that puzzle, though, because it stays like that now. It's a permanent solution. Because imagine if you went through there by accident and then realized, oh crap, now I gotta redo the puzzle.
I should have kind of had that. I should have kind of realized that before I got through the main door. Oh man. This is pitiful. I'm sorry, guys. Ah, tech tights.
I mean, you kind of did the speedrunning trick a little bit. It's like, ignore the last one. A lot of players actually do that now. I do that myself. Although the Tektites still are going to screw you no matter what.
Tech tights are mean.
Oh, they're placed in some of the worst locations. They're here to literally just destroy you.
It could be Master Quest Spirit Temple.
Oh god, that place is terrible. Master Quest Spirit Temple makes you flip-flop between child and adult all the time. For reference sake, normal Ocarina Time makes you do that once. Master Quest is like 3 or 4 times.
Oh lordy.
It's bad. I'm glad now that they found a quip swap in Ocarina of Time, because now in future playthroughs, I'm just gonna use that glitch to save me a trip back to child. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Megaton Hammer as a kid and just get my prize early. Cause screw backtracking.
I missed a treasure chest, didn't I?
No, you're coming up to it.
Oh,
So I
that
haven't missed
must be the
anything.
big key.
Yep. Process of elimination. It's definitely a big
Nice, cool. Slow.
This is your final one too, so now you're good to go.
I saw a big old boulder coming around the corner.
Yeah, careful of the boulders, because they come down from this waterfall and they hurt. Unfortunately, Link can't lift the boulder with relative ease.
Oh gosh!
I mean,
Ow!
what do you think Link is? Chunky Kong?
What do you think Link is? Chris Redfield?
I wish Link was Chunky Kong.
Okay. So,
Oh no! Don't go through the door. No. Forwards win back. I'm saving you a whole bunch of time.
okay.
You have to jump down where the rocks were falling, because that takes you where the key is.
Sorry.
Yeah, that would have been bad to miss. That's why we're warning you.
Sorry. Okay. I'm putting on the iron boots now.
Yeah, there you go. You're good now. This is why we warned you. It's fine.
No, wrong way. At least you got the last skull, at least.
Yeah, because now you're good in that regard. You just have to beat the boss.
Well, hi, Clam.
Yeah, he's just here.
There's my last key. There's the boss key. Clam just wanted a kiss from you, that's all. Clam could kiss my ass for all I care.
Jesus.
Well, that's what I tried to do. It just bites it down.
Oh, hi, fairy. I didn't even see you in the bottom. Oh,
Yeah, if you want more fairies, here's another one. Don't worry about grabbing these ones, because there's 2 more next to the boss door.
Well, I'm gonna grab one.
Well, actually, the door right before the boss door, technically, but you get the idea. But yeah, now you're free just to go right to the boss, and conveniently for you, where the boss room is actually right in the beginning of the dungeon. As soon as you go in, on 3rd floor, you need the water level fully raised, which you have, and you just use a long shot to get to it. I'm glad they made it like that, to be honest.
Here's another Clam. But he's
Yeah, you
an
don't have to
asshole.
fight him if you don't want to.
He's an asshole. I'm not.
Just ignore him. He makes fun of your friends.
He makes fun of your friend. All right, now I can jump through.
He doesn't like the chunky boulder comments.
No. 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 Let me go through here. We got all the skull shields, I'm pretty sure. Let me go.
Yeah, you got them all. You checked the map and I had the completion thing on it, so you got them all. Again, you're literally just going now to the boss room.
I couldn't pick the right door. I don't know. My brain not working tonight, so I might not. Hi, Clam. Oh, that wasn't Clam, that was the spike balls. Oh, lordy. What I love about the 3DS room, I saw your comment, Hyper Kirby, it says, what I liked about the 3DS version, I gotta say this right now. What I love about the 3DS version is they already take the iron boots and put it on D-pad.
Well, they make it a physical item.
Yeah.
Thinking of the ROM hacks. ROM hacks put it on D-pad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they put the Ocarina and both boots on D-pads now. For like randomizers or better OOT and such.
Okay, it's on the 3rd floor, and I just have to long shot my way over to it. Right over here. Yay! Now I gotta go straight to the boss. Here's another fairy. I'll go ahead and fill out all my bottles just in case. I doubt I'll probably die the boss, but...
Yeah, but don't worry, now you have 3 fairies, so if you die, well, this is gonna be a really hard fight for you to die. You'll be revived 3 times.
Okay, it says, what I love about the 3DS version of the Water Temple is the fact that you don't have to constantly pause the game. Yeah, that's what I just said. I was making fun. I was like, alright, it was a D-pad. Or not D-pad, but made a physical item.
Now, have fun getting up to the boss. See the problem here? I hope you have good timing running up a wall. That's literally the puzzle. Have fun. There's no easy way around this. Just run straight. You cannot really turn much. You can barely turn left or right. So, yeah, have fun. And you can't roll either, because if you roll, you're going to slide down the slope. Funny enough, if you're wearing hover boots, you can roll up the slope. Don't know why that works.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why they did this. In fact, in Master Quest, this room they made easier because at first you walk in and you think it's worse because the spikes are moving much faster to a point where you can't walk up the slope. But then you hit a switch on the very top of the room and it just spawns hookshot points. So you just hookshot to the top of the room.
I can't.
They knew people didn't like it so much they put hookshot points up there. Again, you can barely move left or right. Like when you get near the top, you're making it. You just have to veer left ever so slightly. So like when you're holding up, you just barely move the stick, like up left or up right to turn, and you'll be okay. This is the part I don't like, honestly. Like Water Temple's not that bad when you start memorizing things. This is still unexcusable. It just doesn't make any sense.
Alright, let's go fight the boss. And be done with the Water Temple.
Now, remember what I said about the whole, they put hookshot points here in Master Quest?
Yeah.
They were so shyly coded with this door because you can easily whip through it. In Master Quest, if you jump on the top of the hookshot point, you side jump slash through the door, and you clip into here without the boss key.
Oh my god.
It is the easiest boss key skip in any 3D Zelda game. You literally just jump, and it works.
Oh boy, it's better chaos.
And they tried so hard with the water, but it was a Dreamcast.
Hi, Chaos Zero.
Is it weird that I think Chaos looked a little bit better on Dreamcast than it did in Sonic Generations? Because the texturing looked a little funky.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely looked better in high quality, but the textures didn't look as much like water like they tried to go for.
Giant aquatic amoeba.
Nothing will beat CGI Chaos, so that thing looked great.
Hey! No fair! Get off me! Ow. No, not bomb! Not bomb! Wrong button! Okay, go. Okay. Come on.
Pretty much what you have to do in the fight, and if you want someone to use your time to lock onto him, don't use Z-targeting and just aim at the tentacle when it comes out of the water with Morpha in it. That's what some players do if they feel the Z-targeting lock-on's a little wonky. If you get this guy stuck in a corner, you can just, like, spin attack or jump slash him to death, too. Which is the worst part.
So I guess this boss is kind of a joke.
Yeah, in speedrun, yeah, this thing's a joke. Because all you do is you just, like, hook shot the thing into a corner and just use sticks or just crouch stab it. I always just locked this thing in the corner as a kid and just spin attacked it. Because you can still hookshot this guy when he's out of water, too. So when he's on dry land, you can keep on hookshotting it, it doesn't go back in the water right away.
Oh gosh. Watch out. I know. I know. What the hell hit me? Come here, Morpha.
Now, I will say, when you start doing damage to Morpha, it'll start spawning more tentacles in the water. So it's going to have fake tentacles now spawning around you. What I mean by fake is they're going to still be the same thing as what Morpha will spawn in, but there'll be more of them without Morpha in it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're getting hit randomly, it's probably one of the fake tentacles attacking you.
Okay. You're spinning around too much. Walking right in the spike, man. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know why the spikes are really here. Getting thrown by Morpha is already a punishment enough. Spikes are just insult to injury. I mean, they're actually more injury, so it's kind of an ironic yet non-ironic thing to say.
Ow. I know. I'm gonna probably die to Morpha and everybody's gonna laugh at me.
I mean, honestly, out of all the bosses, Morpha is one of the worst ones. Especially when I first time playthrough. When I did my bonus episode like a year or so ago for the boss rush mode of Ocarina 3D, I almost died to Morpha myself because of how little hearts I had going into it. And I got grabbed by Morpha and it did so much damage.
Ow, I died. Thank you, Fairy. I know.
And so convenient fairies can heal for 20 hearts. Yeah, that's actually what they heal for. I just recently learned all the potions and fairies only heal for 20 hearts, so you can find ways to dupe hearts in this game and go over the 20 limit, and a fairy can't fully heal you anymore. It's a weird set number.
What the heck? Okay.
Well, at least it didn't get stuck in there. That would have been awkward. Like, quick, everyone, let's teach him how the weird shots. See when he'll reach more fun.
Is there any way you can get out of that when you're caught?
When you grab, no, you just have to wait for him to throw you.
Jesus, he turned you out like a
Yeah, this guy's no joke with a throwing arm. He's really good. I swear, this guy should try it for a football team. Probably get in pretty easily. Too bad he's made of water.
Yeah.
Kind of limits where you can go.
What the frick?
Morph a master meeting. Here, let me just yeet Link halfway across the room.
Oh, God. I landed on the spike. Not in the spike, on the spike.
Well, good news, you're not Mega Man, so you can at least stand on spikes without dying instantly.
There.
Ooh, Matthew makes a good point. Morph could be on a baseball team. Yeah, because you can probably just put Morpha in a bucket of water and then it can be pitcher at all times.
Or you could just, Morpha could be the ball.
Well, that too, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you want because that would kill Morpha.
Yay, we beat the water temple.
Now, you want to hear something really sad for you? And also weird for the speedrunning scene?
What?
Remember that demo in Brawl where you can play this game for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Speedrunners have been able to actually beat this boss in that demo in the 5-minute timeline. Barely, but it's possible.
Oh my gosh.
It is insane. I watched ZFG do it, and he literally killed Morpha. The cutscene started to play with the water drained, and then the game timed out. It was that close.
Oh gosh.
It's weird to think this is actually possible to beat on a 5-minute timer if you're fast enough. I mean, obviously, you're doing a whole bunch of glitches to get here, but it's insane.
Oh. It's but yeah, we beat Water Temple. Where the hell were you? Where the hell were you, Ruto? Sorry.
Yeah, she kind of just bailed on you and then suddenly died.
Link,
I'm guessing she drowned in her own water.
I would not have expected any less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as the Sage of Water. And you're searching for the Princess Zelda? Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged. I can tell you nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. Seriously, where the hell were you? You literally were there, then left, and then I never saw you again until now.
Okay, here's my theory. She swam up, but then whacked her head on the ceiling, and it was so bad, she died and went to the Chamber of Sages. Because where else would she have gone? She literally went up, and then that was it. At least Arunia had an excuse. He went in the same room with Volvagia, so Volvagia just ate him.
Yeah.
Rudo!
I didn't mean to say Ruta. I beat the Divine Beast Va Ruta in Breath of the Wild the other day on Master Mode, so that's where I got the names confused. Clipped through the wall and swam into Morpha's water, and Morpha killed her.
Well, that'd be a weird way to get to him, but sure thing.
As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Link, you did it. I came from the sky. Did Ruto want to thank me? I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Man, do we? Can we just leave him in suffering?
I got more side quests to do. I don't want to do this.
Look at that.
I mean, I have to shoot that sun.
Together, you and Princess Rudo destroyed the evil monster. Once again.
Hey, excuse me. I did. Rudo, I don't know what
Rudo just left. I don't give a shit, man.
Me, myself, and I, and that's it.
Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. As it was here. Lake Hylia is back to the way it is.
Kind of. That door for Zor's domain, still frozen. So you can't take the shortcut still. Also, interesting fact about this cutscene, if you somehow skip watching this cutscene, this lake will never be filled again as an adult. This cutscene is actually what fills the lake. Hence why you still have to watch it in a randomizer.
Did she just dive into the water?
She did. I don't know where she went, because you look in the water, she nowhere to be found.
Okay,
but we weren't joking about the shoot the sun. Shoot the sun.
I was about ready to say that. You just said something about shoot the sun. So.
Yeah,
okay.
You want to do it when it's morning here. Technically, you can do this whenever because you got the sun song, but it's literally lined up for you now, so you may as well just do it. I think you missed your shot. Yeah, it's not working. You missed your shot. Play the sun song.
I guess
don't
we are
worry, because there's actually a sculpture you need to get here next to this tree at night. So I just say get the sculpture first and then make it day again.
Just shoot the moon. Just like in DBZ Abridged when Piccolo destroyed the moon. Stop walking, brave! Where's the sculpture at? Right next to this tree?
Hook shot to the very top of that tree. Which is going to be a little bit of an awkward shot at first. Just look for a good spot that you can hook shot up there and then stand near the big branch. Like, you'll probably need to shoot, like, the trunk of the tree to hit the branch. It's a little weird to describe. Yeah, because it's on the very top of the tree, like you were saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up there.
Yeah, just getting on top of the tree is a little awkward, so I'm not surprised you're having issues. Again, like, the easiest place probably to aim is where the trunk of the tree is instead of the branch. Like, aiming around where the branch is on the trunk of the tree, if that makes sense. That's probably the easiest place to shoot and then land on the branch itself.
Yeah.
Well, good news, it's almost daytime, so you can shoot the sun again.
Bad news is it took me all night to get on top of this damn tree.
That's true.
Alright, I'm gonna go shoot the sun again.
Like, what did you do all last night? I tried to shoot a tree. How'd that work out for you? I don't want to talk about it. You're waiting too long, that's the problem. As soon as you see the sun rise, you have to shoot immediately.
Okay.
So you're going way too slow. Like, at that point, if you want an easier time to get it, spam arrows at it. If you feel like you're going to be too slow, you just spam where it rises, and then it's okay.
Praise the sun again. Alright, let's try again. Try and get on top of the damn tree. Ugh.
You're getting the right idea, though. You're seeing how close you are to it.
Yeah.
So, like, try that just on different angles and see if you're having a better time getting up there.
Gosh, that moon is booking it across the sky.
Yeah, the time cycle in Hyrule's so messed up. I think they sped this up even more in the 3DS version, too, so day-night cycle is even worse for people in that one.
Okay. Oh. I gotta get this. I gotta get this, man.
It's actually gonna become day, I think, soon too, which is the worst part.
Okay. Abandon ship after this one. Okay. Abandon ship. Next objective. Shoot the sun. Praise the sun.
Ready your bow now. Ready it up. And look where the sun was spawned. Just start shooting as soon as you hear the rooster.
Got it.
As soon as you hear the cuckoo go off, that's your timing. So that's good. Okay, now you don't have to worry about being day or night anymore. You can just play Sun Song whenever you want, even before you collect the item.
Oh, fire arrows. Goody.
You think this is optional, but actually that's a required item to beat the game.
That's a
Which makes no
required
sense.
item?
There is literally one point in the game that's going to roadblock you if you don't have these, and it's at Ganon's castle. There is a web just slightly too high for you to reach with Din's fire, and you need to use fire arrows to burn it.
Ugh.
I don't know why they did that, if you want to be honest.
That is
That's the
weird.
reason why they made you get Din's fire, and then they kind of forgot about it in Ganon's castle.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is
try to get
required
the Skulltula.
because of the spirit trial in Ganon's castle. People can, like, the people nowadays have found a way to cheese it a bit by just standing so close to the torch in that room and shooting an arrow through it. But how they intend for you to actually burn it is with a fire arrow. I think that's why they emphasize the whole shoot the sun thing here with that cutscene. And then they have the stone slab to tell you about it. It's like their only way of telling you, you're gonna need this later.
I hope I'm hitting this right. Ah, damn it.
It's hard for me to like to point and say like, here, hit this spot, because you're getting close to it at times, and other times you're far off. So it's hard to just point it
I
out.
hit it!
Yeah, you're getting the idea. Like, each time you shoot closer to where the tree trunk is, then you're figuring out. So this time, just do that again, but don't walk off. And then you're safe. Why not just use Din's fire to light up arrows on fire? I wish it was that easy. I mean, this is not the Breath of the Wild Link. He's not that clever.
I even hit... Oh, wait.
Yeah, just hookshot it. Just be careful, though, because you can hookshot the tree where it's sitting. And if you do that, obviously, you're gonna get hurt by the Skulltula.
Okay, I got it. Oh,
There you go. That should have been your final one here in the lake.
let's look. No skull... I don't have a skull icon.
Trying to think of what was the other one. Had there been one from Child, I'm guessing, because I can't think of an adult one that's left. Let me look at the list. Oh, I know which one's left. That's fine. We haven't done this yet. It's good. You need iron boots for this. Remember the lake house here in Lake Hylia?
Yeah.
Go in there with your iron boots on. Like, you want to go in there, dive to the bottom of the pool with your boots. Because there's a Skulltula actually in there. That's the one we were missing. I kind of forgot about that. Because you
Alright,
did that
and
earlier. I'm used to doing it at the same time with boots.
I might
so I forgot
go-
all about it.
I might, since it's getting kind of late with the stream, I might do one more thing before we end it off. And that's just, you guys remember the Skulltula I was missing in Death Mountain as a child? I might go get
yeah.
him.
Well, here's why I recommend you gotta do that anyways. Because at this point, you actually do need to go back as Child. So, after you get this skull, go over to Kakariko, because there's a warp song you can learn there now. And then after you get the song, you can go back to Child and do what you want.
Okay.
Because you need to become Child anyways after that cutscene.
There's a shark in the cage.
Yeah, just random. Roll into that box. Because you can still roll underwater. You don't want to hookshot it. Because actually, that's a funny thing you did. Because if you don't want to bother with gold scale, what you can do in this room is you hookshot the chest with iron boots on, you take off the iron boots, and then it counts for you diving down here.
What?
So you don't even need the gold scale. You don't need the gold scale at all if you have iron boots.
So
Oh,
you're
that reminds
telling me, Lester, So you're telling me that fishing stream was pointless?
I mean, if you didn't want to use glitches, then you needed to do it. But if you don't care, yeah. Oh, also if you don't care about 200%, because that's part of the 100% definition.
Okay, so I gotta go back to Kakariko.
Yeah, I just remembered there was a heart piece you can get along the way anyways, because it was one you couldn't get without the gold scale or iron boots, and now you can use either one to get it.
Okay, where's it at?
Well, it's in Hyrule Field, so you just have to go there. Remember that tree that was like the top left portion of the map? We've been there a couple times doing random things.
Yeah.
It's like up in that area.
Okay.
There's an area you need to bomb, and reveals an area that has a piece of heart underwater.
We warned you. I know, Kira.
To be fair, I didn't know about the Iron Boots trick until I seen a lot of people play randomizers because I'd never seen that in general. Then I seen that, it's like, oh, so gold scale is 100% pointless then. Got it. You literally just get it for 100%.
So you can use the hammer instead of bombs now?
Well, that's true, yeah. But if you're going back to that room you're talking about as a child, you can't use the hammer. So you'll still have to bomb those blocks just to get to Skulltula. Also, remember you have a pony. You have a horse. So if you want to go through here quicker, bonus song.
There's a Poe behind me. Okay, go with Poe. No! Get back on Epona! Gosh! Alright, so I'm gonna go back to that tree that where the male person was, or the running man was.
Yeah, that's the exact same tree.
Okay.
So you got it.
This one.
Yeah. Go there, you can bomb it. You can also use the hammer to open up the grotto too. I think it also works here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hammer down here as well and you're good. And then there's a piece of heart down the bottom of the water.
Didn't we get this one?
I don't think you did, because I don't remember you getting this with gold scale. It doesn't hurt the check, 'cause you're right here anyways. You might have actually got it, because I don't see it. That's the only thing. When you're streaming this weeks at a time, it's like it's hard to remember what we got and what we haven't at times.
I got this.
At least for me. Alright, you're good then. You can leave here.
Yeah, see, it's all gone.
Yeah. Oh, I did just remember another rock. I don't remember if you got this book though. See, again, my memory's crap. Because I'm thinking, did you get the one sculpture that's near Kakariko? That's in a hidden grotto like this.
Was
I can't
it in
remember.
Hyrule Field?
I would like to say yes.
Was it in Hyrule
Well,
Field?
we'll find out. Yeah, it is. It's right next to where Kakariko is. So you have to make your way over there anyways.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to check.
I got it.
Okay, yeah. If we got everything here, then we're good.
Okay, so we can
Just
go,
go,
to
just go
Kakariko.
into Kakariko.
Yeah. I got it because it's the gold sculpture that was on Hyrule Field, so.
Yeah, you're good to go then.
I just want to get this kind of like loose ends tied up a little bit before we end it, because I guess
Yeah, I
next
don't blame
week,
you.
I guess next week will be Shadow Temple, right?
Yeah. Well, at this point as well, you can do that. Obviously, you're going to be doing the prerequisite for bottom of the well. But you also, at this point, because now you unfroze King Zora, you have every element pieced together that you really need to do and have all the items being unlocked to do the big trading quest in this game. So now it's really up to you whenever you want to do the big trading quest.
Well, you know what? I mean, we could probably next stream we could probably do that trading quest, and then we'll do bottom of the well, and then probably do Shadow Temple the next stream.
Yeah, you can probably easily do that. Well, I'd probably say in reverse order, do the well and then the quest, only because you'll end the stream on
shoot.
Child, so might as well begin it on Child. And now, while you watch this cutscene, I'm gonna step away for a moment, so I'll be back.
What's going on here? Get back, Link.
Oh, this is the cutscene for
Okay. Damn, she got messed up. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. An evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa.
Sorry, that was just me. I'm back.
Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, has sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There's an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is to teach you this melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Now listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow.
This is the only way you can get in the Shadow Temple. The Nocturne is the only way you can get on the cliff where the dungeon entrance is located. The only other way to get to it is to literally glitch your way there.
Oh my god.
It's that bad. So, the only way you're able to get into that dungeon is to beat Forest, Fire, and Water Temple to trigger this cutscene. That's why this is here all of a sudden. You need all 3 of those medallions for Sheik to show up here.
Question, do you think Spirit is the last dungeon or the Shadow the last dungeon? I always did Spirit last, but you could always put it off until after Shadow.
I think canonically it's supposed to be Shadow last. But when how they line things up, they kind of push you to do Spirit. Because of, or not Spirit, Shadow. Because of all the setups here. Because if you look on the medallion wheel, and when you open up the game with the medallions, Spirit medallion comes before Shadow. Meaning they're wanting you to technically do that first. But at this point, you could do either dungeon.
Okay. So I gotta.
And honestly, it's probably better to do Shadow, because you need the Lens of Truth to do Shadow, but you also need the Lens of Truth to get the Spirit Temple. So it's like, you're better off just doing Shadow.
It says, Link and Sheik were never heard from again. Thought you only needed the fire and water cleared for this cutscene.
Nah, it's actually all 3 of them. Because I learned that because of the randomizer. You can't come here with fire and water medallions only. You also need the forest medallion.
Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. Alright, so we got the Nocturne of Shadow. So next, we'll be kind of... Well, we aren't prepared because we still have to do bottom of the well. But, you know what I mean. We'll be ready.
But now you can use your warp here whenever. I don't remember... Wait, it doesn't matter if you did or not. Go to the graveyard. I don't think you got the one... Did you get the one heart piece we needed, the bean? You're right here.
So, but I'm not too sure. Let's go check.
Even if you didn't, and you didn't plant a bean for whatever reason, you can get the heart piece with your long shot too. But I don't remember your lily right here, so might as well check. There'll be a lot less of this happening soon enough, because you're getting to the point where there's not that many heart pieces left in the game. Oh yeah, you got a bean there, so I think we already did it. We'll find out here in a second when you break the box and there's nothing.
Yep.
Like, well, and there you go.
We got it.
Yeah. Had a feeling, but didn't hurt the check. Alright, you can go back as kid now.
You can go back, kid. Alright,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go backtrack a little bit. We're gonna go back and, actually, I forgot.
Yeah, so you remember the song?
Yeah, I remember the
Make
song
his
now.
warp.
Just, what is that? It's a prelude light. Up. Right. Up, right. Left, up.
Also, when you look at your songs on the quest screen, that's another thing that tells me they wanted you to technically do Spirit before Shadow, because the Shadow song is the next to last song on your list. Meaning, it was supposed to be one I guess you learn later after you explore the rest of Hyrule.
Yeah, like, you
But
see this,
because you can do it as soon as you beat the Fire and Water dungeons in this game, then you can immediately come back here and get the song, which most players get roadblocked and just come into Shadow.
Oops. There we go. Yeah, I guess what you're talking about, Lester. They kind of, the way that the game's structured, they kind of wanted you to do Spirit first before you do Shadow. But the thing is, though, like you said, you need the Lens of Truth to get to Spirit, don't you?
Yeah, that's the big thing, because when you have to go to the Haunted Wasteland, which is the way you have to go to Spirit, there is one point where you need to use the Lens of Truth to look at this Poe that guides you through the area. So if you don't know the path, which of course you won't on the first playthrough, you're gonna get lost, which then you'll need to come back with the Lens of Truth. And by the time you get Lens of Truth, the game's gonna tell you about Shadow anyways.
Do you get hover boots in the Shadow Temple?
Yeah.
Is that the quest item?
Well, that's more or less the thing for Shadow. You just need to get the Lens of Truth to get the Spirit. So you don't even need Shadow
No, I'm trying
item
to
do
think
Spirit.
of the items. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, then you're right on that one. You're getting hovers from Shadow Temple.
okay, and that's your boss item against Bongo Bongo.
Yeah, that's the item of that dungeon. At this point, the only items you're getting from your dungeons are going to be equipment items. The two remaining, Shadow and Spirit, are both equipment items.
Can I play the down A, right down?
Actually, wait, I just remember... I don't even remember at this point. Did you get the sculpture here in Hyrule Castle Town, where you need Song of Storms to get to it? I don't think you did.
No,
I can't remember.
Because I don't have a gold Skulltula here at Castle Town.
Well, that doesn't matter, because the final one you're probably going to be getting here is at Ganon's Tower. Which counts for this map.
Oh. What do I need to do
That's
for that
why
one?
it's hard to check. You have to go all the way back to where you first taught the Talon, so you have to pretty much make your way through the castle courtyard area again. Unfortunately, at this portion of the game, I don't think the guard who used to just get a bribe from you works anymore. I think he actually will not let you through the front gate, so you have to climb over the wall. After Zelda leaves, like, yeah, you know, I'm not going to take your $5 anymore.
Come on.
I realized that was a dumb idea. That's how I let Ganon through the front door. Not my brightest day. This vine, by the way, you have to be dead center.
Yeah.
Like, literally in the middle of the vine because of how bad the hit detection is.
Only 11 heart pieces left in the game, getting closer to being done. What's funny is you need hover boots or a long shot to get to Spirit.
Or Epona. That's the third thing, because you could just use Epona to jump over the gap, too. So that's why it means, like, you pretty much have all the things to do the big trading quest thing, because you need one of those 3 items to get to one of the guys to the trading quest, because Zingrudo.
Gosh, I haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah, really. Because there's no reason ever to come back here. After you get Din's Fire, that's it. There's like nothing else here. Except this one Skulltula they randomly put over here. I hate it. Also, I love it.
I hate it.
This Skulltula is one of the easiest Skulltulas in the game to do the Skulltula duping glitch with. That's how I found out about the 100 Skulltula reward. I just kept on getting the same one over and over again.
Do I have the biggest wallet upgrade?
Yeah, you have the max in this one, 500.
Gosh, 500 doesn't seem much.
No, it's not. It's puny.
Okay,
I mean, Majora's
back
Mask
over-
uses it as well, but I feel like you spend more money in that game, so not as noticeable.
Alright, I'm back here.
Alright, so you see that lone tree that you walk past going over to this area?
Yeah.
You want to play the Song of Storms next to it. Oh, you're referring to Desert Wasteland before you reach the area of the Poe. Yeah, you need hover boots or long shot, that's right. I kind of forgot that area
it
also
just makes
was
a
one of the
random
two.
grotto appear?
Yeah.
What
It's
the
like one of the
hell?
few grottos in the game that only spawns with Song of Storms. And in one of these walls is a gold sculpture. Weird place to put it, if you want to be honest.
Well, it just sucks. There's a bunch of money in here. Like, I don't need it.
Yeah, true. I mean, besides getting more ammo for your weapons, like, what do you use your money on at this point? You're not going to be buying much. And then potions, obviously. I mean, if you didn't care about money, you just go to a potion shop and buy like a green or blue potion.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, oh no, don't I need to? And I was like, oh yeah, boomerang.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't worry, you have yourself the boomerang. Well, you're not locked out.
I forget about it.
Yeah, because you know how to use this as an adult. By the time you get it, you're turning adult.
Okay, so that was it. And then
Yeah.
I gotta go back to. Can I actually?
You can warp to Kakariko if you want to just make this faster, because you can just walk from Kakariko to Goron City. It's either that, or you warp to the Sacred Forest Meadow and take the shortcut in Lost Woods to Goron City.
Down.
Either way, I think it's just as fast.
Can I just warp to?
Oh no, you can't warp to the volcano. Because here's the problem if you do that. You're only supposed to do that as a kid to plant that bean, because the bridge is still broken. So you can't cross the gap as a child. So unfortunately for you, the only way you're going to be able to get
pushed
there is
B.
walking.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, on the warp songs, B is also confirmed.
No, what the?
Yeah, that's a little weird, I know, but that's an unfortunate truth. So yeah, the only way you can get to Goron City is to go the long way, so you either warp to the Sacred Forest Meadow, take the shortcut in Lost Woods, or you go back to Kakariko and just walk from Kak to Goron City. Both, I think, take you just as long.
Sorry, I know. I'm trying to remember the song number. Okay, it's left, right, A, left, right, down. Left. Oops, wrong one. Left, right, A. I forgot it already. Goodness. Left, right, A. Left, right, down. Left, right, down. Left. There we go. Sorry. Took me a little bit. Warp to the graveyard, yeah.
Yeah, again, it doesn't really matter which one. I think they're both just about the same amount of time, honestly. Nocturne's probably a little bit easier, just because of you're here in the graveyard, and just walk
I guess
over.
just jump over here.
Yeah, this is where,
I
like I
just
said,
jumped right in the foot.
nice hole in one.
Oh lordy. Just wanted to
But
get
this is why I said, like, you see where that warp song puts you. There's no way you're gonna be able to get up there without the warp song.
Oh
No, Kira, he doesn't want to do Din's fire in there right now because he has a full wallet.
Wait, what's going on?
There is a thing that you could have done in the Sun Song grave, where if you light 2 torches, it would have spawned the chest, but it spawns money, and you're full on money. So that's useless. And I think he also did get the Sun Song heart piece chest, so I think we're good there.
That's okay. Thanks, Kira.
Yeah,
I
but,
might
like,
know that
thanks for the
for
reminder.
future playthroughs. Because I might play this game again on 3DS pretty soon. I've been wanting to play Ocarina a lot. Don't worry, memory is not my strong suit either. I probably upset people. No, you don't upset people at all, Kira. You're fine. I just say sorry because I know people just like, come on, man. Can't remember that stuff. I'm like, just I have really sucky memory when it comes to stuff. Like, I can remember like I mean, of course, like the songs in Wind Waker were easy, but in this game it's just like, I don't know. I just find it hard to remember the song.
Well, there's more notes here. I think that's the biggest difference. Because most of the songs in Wind Waker were 3 or 4 notes. The most complex were the dungeon songs being at 6.
Oh.
So I can understand that.
Really, Goron?
Hey, it's Link! Murder him! Murder him off the cliff! He stole my lunch money. I was hungry.
I mean, when it comes to recording stuff, I always redoing stuff that I forgot about. Oh, don't worry about that. Trust me, my recordings, I always forget crap all the time. Like just yesterday, I just recorded a part of Twilight Princess, and I was talking about the postman came by and said, "Hey, you got a letter." It was a letter from Barnes saying, "Hey, look, we got bomblings and stuff." Damn it, I just fell for it again.
This Goron is out for your blood. He's winning.
Goron hates me. Anyways, yeah, I just remember we got a letter from Barnes saying about bomblings and stuff. I was like, I'll show that off at the end of the episode. Guess what? Didn't show it off at the end of the episode. Had to go back and re-record that part.
I mean, it just happens. It just happens. I've redone some recordings because of that stuff too. It's like, wait, I forgot this. It'd probably be easier if I just start over.
Yeah.
The only times I can't do that is with games with autosaves. Which, as a person who plays games on the internet, you start to hate how autosaves work at times. Like, they're a blessing for when you just want to play the game casually. But then when you gotta record it, it's like, oh man, this is a nightmare. Because it just screwed my whole process.
When me and Amber were recording World of Light, holy crap, I hated the save system in that. Because if I screwed up something, which happened a lot, freaking pissed me off because I couldn't go re-record it.
Yeah, because the biggest problem with it is it has 3 save slots, but you can't copy the saves between the save slots. So, yeah, that's a problem there. Like, that could have been an easy problem to be fixed if you just had one feature.
Okay, where is this room that has the rocks?
It's on the very top.
Very top?
Yeah.
So we probably want to start the next episode as a kid?
Yeah, because you're going to do Bomb of the Well as a kid, so you're going to probably want to be a kid for it.
Can you not do Bomb Well as an adult?
No.
Okay.
Bomb of the Well, here's the problem. You can glitch your way in there, but there's a crawl space that blocks you as soon as you get in the dungeon. So you need to be a kid.
Damn it. Kira's right.
Yeah.
It's not nighttime.
I don't remember the sculpture being that picky, though. Let me make sure. Because I have the wiki up here. Yeah, this one's just condition passed. You're fine.
Oh.
It doesn't need to be night. It could be either one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so it's on the left side. When you enter in from the top, just go left. It's on that side. Because you see on your map there, that giant room on the top left?
Yeah.
You're going there.
Okay. Molly, I know. She's giving me a look again like she's pee-pee. Okay, here it is.
And she wants to go out a lot.
Yeah, she's gonna need me a lot. Yeah. Ow.
You know what's the funny thing about the Bomb of the Well thing in general? Is that it's very easy for you just to dive into. So, when they remade the game on 3DS, they put a boulder there in front of the entryway for Bomb of the Well. Grizzle was kind of dumb about that, though, because they forgot to put the boulder there at night. You can clip in the Bomb of the Well still in the 3D version of Ocarina of Time as a kid, if you just do it at night. Oops. Don't worry, you're done bombing. You can't bomb the orange rocks. Those are hammer blocks. You already did that though as an adult.
Okay.
You just have to find the box here and just hit it. Because in the box is your sculpture. And the chests are 250 rupees, so you're wasting money.
I know, but I'm not coming back to this place. So.
That's true.
Not gonna be hurting for money, so. There we go. That it?
That's it. That was the sculpture you're missing, so I think that was the final one you needed in Death Mountain area. I think this area should be cleared now for bugs.
Death Mountain's cleared.
Alright, and that was the last one here.
What
That's
about
another area
Lost
down for
Woods?
skulls. Trying to think of, oh, it was one you missed as an adult, I think, in Sacred Forest. I don't know if you got the one on the wall at night in Sacred Forest Meadow. I think you got
Zora's
the
Domain?
rest. Zora's Domain you can't get until you have silvers, which is way later in the game.
Okay.
It's after Spirit Temple, basically. You're going to be getting that.
Just
honestly
I'll go
stupid.
I'll go warp back to Lost Woods real quick, and we'll do the sacred. Well, I gotta be adult for that, don't I?
Yeah, you got to be adult.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to do that. Or
I'll
just
do
end
that.
it here.
We're gonna clean up the rest of this stream.
Alright, yeah, because that should only take you probably 5 or so minutes once you go back adult. You can just play your song at this point, just warp. You don't have to walk it.
Okay, hold up. Sorry. I gotta remember what the song is. Okay, up, right, left, up. Okay. There we go. You can't break red rocks. Well,
Just equip, swap the hammer, you'll be fine. Just glitch it.
I know, Mom. I know, Mama. Okay. Let's go and get the Master Sword. Get this last Skulltula in Lost Woods.
Yeah, because I
can just walk
think it's
over
just
there,
one more left. It's 1 or 2, I can't remember which. They're both at night though, so before you warp there, you play the song.
Yeah.
So just pull the sword and then use it.
Dun, dun. Okay. Probably gonna go ahead and swap over to green tunic because I'm tired of being blue.
At this
I'm
point, you don't need to
blue
use
if I
either
be-
one of the other 2 tunics.
Wait,
so you're fine.
Wait. If I was blue and if I was green, I would die.
Taking this song too literal.
I think it was 2. I don't remember Matt ever going to the one in Lost Woods.
Like, that's the thing. I don't remember if you got the one that's in actual woods, but either way, they're both at night.
Okay.
Before you leave here, play the Sun Song first, and then you warp.
Can
I just want to show you what happens when you play the Sun Song now, in particular. Because I don't think is it night or is it day?
I don't know.
There's no way you can tell by just walking outside, because Hyrule's kind of a mess.
Okay, it's morning.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll make it night.
But notice how goofy it is when you play the Sun Song after you pull the sword. You just pull the sword again. Just keep pulling the sword, Link.
Ooh. Okay.
He sleeps by putting down the sword and then picking it back up. You don't want to sleep with that on his back. It's too risky. Alright, now warp to the Lost Woods.
Yeah, I'll just warp to Lost Woods.
Yeah, because you gotta get the one in Sacred Forest Meadow anyways, which conveniently you're warping there.
74 Skulltulas. Holy crap.
Or 75, depending if you missed the other one.
A, up, left, right. Left, right. Okay. Do. Warp to Lost Woods. There we go. Okay, so where is this one here in Sacred Meadow?
Make your way past the giant moblin, and you want to climb up the ladder that's, like, on your way downwards. I'll tell you more once you kill the guy, or at least get past him.
Okay. Now I killed him, now what happened?
Keep on going down. When you see the ladder, you want to climb it.
Okay, I'm at the ladder. And Moblin just walked right past me.
Yep, that tends to happen.
All
But hey, look, that's Link. I'm gonna get him, and I missed. Now look on your left on the wall. He's gonna be there. You'll probably hear it when you get a little close too.
I see him.
Yeah, that's the one. And I don't know if you got the other one in Lost Woods, so I guess at this point you pause to see if you have them all here. And if not, then there's one other one you can get.
No, I didn't have it.
Okay, so keep on going into the woods itself. Because you remember that area where I think we had you plan on being as a kid? Because now that beam's starting to come in use.
Hey man, that's okay. Alright, where's the... Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know, you gotta navigate this. That's the only problem.
Left.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to give directions at this point because of the delay.
Yeah.
Because I would easily tell you, as soon as you came out of
I
Sega
think
Force
here
Meadow,
it is.
is
Found
left,
it.
right, right.
Found it.
Oh yeah, you found it. Yeah, so just get on the bean, and it should be up here. Again, I believe this one's night only, so maybe that's why you missed it the first time.
Yeah.
That should have been the final one.
Yeah,
here, then.
that's the last one Lost Woods.
Alright, so
Okay.
that's everything in this area. At this point, the only things that look like you have left are Zora's Domain, which you can't get until much later. The market, which again, you'll be getting... You might just want to save the Ganon one as your final one, just because. Like, this is the final area. Might as
Yeah.
well save for the final one.
And Gerudo
And
Valley
then
because
the Gerudo
obviously-
stuff because you haven't even been there as an adult, and there's a lot there as an adult. So at this point, really the only ones you're missing are Skulltulas you can't really get right now. Minus the one at Ganon's.
Alright, well, I'm gonna warp back to Hyrule, to Temple Time.
Yeah, Temple time. Got it.
And I'm gonna change into Kid, and we're gonna probably end the stream here, because... Oh, lordy. I just kind of wanted to finish up cleanup, because, well, we were missing some Skulltulas anyway, so I might as well go ahead and get them.
Yeah.
Be done with it. So...
Because at this point, yeah, you are basically done with going out your way with Skulltulas for a little while again.
Yeah.
Because now a lot of the ones you're going to be getting are in dungeons.
Not only that, like, we got all the items. We're ready. Like, do we have everything that we need in order to, like, side quests? Oh, besides the big old trading quest you said.
Yeah, besides the big trading quest, you, for the most part, yeah, you pretty much have all the other things.
Okay, well, we'll
Because
probably...
there are some hard pieces you obviously need to get at this point still, but you're getting them along the way.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna quit the stream for tonight. Right here. So, next time on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina Time stream, we are going to, I'd say probably, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do that trading quest beginning of this next stream. And then, hopefully, Bottom of Well. And
Yeah, well, I say because you're a kid, reverse it, because
So do bottom
you're already
well
a kid,
first?
it'll make it easier to do bottom of the
Yeah,
box. You're
Bottom
already
Well first.
ready.
And then we'll do the trading quest. And if we have time, maybe Shadow. I don't know if we will or not, but...
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
worth
have
a
to see,
try.
because that'll be a lot already.
So...
Because Bomb in the Well is in our mini dungeon, probably be the same amount of time as Ice Cavern, maybe a little bit longer. So, I can already see that being at least like half an hour to an hour at the most.
Yeah. So, that's kind of what we're probably planning on doing.
Oh yeah, and I just remember you're back as a kid. You could do frogs, which is 2 heart pieces. So you can do that next session too.
Okay, we'll do that next
That'd be fun.
Well, I guess we'll do that next. We'll be doing
Nobody
a lot of
likes
side quests
frogs.
next stream. And then
Yeah.
probably do Bottom Well, too. So, I don't know if we'll have time for Shadow next stream, but, that's okay.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for suffering through me through the Water Temple. It really was kind of a pain. I can see why people hated it the first time playing through it. Hopefully on repeat playthroughs I won't think it's as badly anymore. But I think it's mostly
on the
just
first one it's kind of iffy, but on repeat playthroughs, once you memorize it, the temple's very straightforward.
Yeah. So
Still better than the Great Bay. I keep on saying that for a reason. Great Bay is just, no matter if you know it or not, it's confusing.
yeah. But tomorrow Amber is going to be streaming some more Resident Evil remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how I mean, you've been practicing for a long while tonight, so.
I'm at the final part right now.
Oh, you're in the final part. Man, this too isn't that long.
No, it's literally the final part.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think you can?
Sounds
finish?
like most of disc 2 is just like the extra content since I crammed everything else in disc 1.
Yeah. So Amber's gonna be streaming some more Resident Evil tomorrow. I don't know if she'll finish it, but she'll probably get really close.
I'll probably finish it.
Yeah.
Because I've been practicing now, so.
Yeah. So we'll probably finish up Resident Evil tomorrow. Lester's gonna be playing some more Pokemon Thursday.
Yeah.
And then,
I'll probably at least finish up the gyms in my session on that one. And I'm not sure what I'm doing Saturday yet. I was just thinking of Majora Rando just to pique my curiosity, even though I know it's bad. I tried something earlier just as a test playthrough, and yeah, it's kind of rough.
Well, we'll get to an idea. But
Yeah,
anyways,
so I'm still thinking of things.
thank you all for coming by, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.